Got McDonough on his shoulders. Oh my god! Oh my god! Welcome everybody to 2K26 here. WWE 2K26 has just came out and I thought, how about a release day video for me and just hop in and have some fun here, kind of see what's going on because I literally like just loaded up the game, did like the audio stuff, and then now I'm here trying to maybe play some GM mode. So I wanted to just hop on, play like a, just take over, do a regular GM mode and see how you guys are receptive to that, because I tried to do like a wrestling video or two last year. Didn't really do all that crazy, but like, I'm looking for things to do at this point in the year. No football season, and why not go to the other thing that I enjoy quite a bit, which is wrestling, and maybe see what we have to offer here. So for those of you who don't know GM mode, I guess there are going to be a lot of people who are not only new on the channel, but like also just looking for people making GM content. There's a couple of new GMs here. There's a lot of perks and stuff. I looked at one like video kind of diving into all the new stuff. There's a couple of fun new things here. Oh my goodness, I'm just looking through the perk cards. What the heck is wrong with you, Stacy Keebler? What you mean? 3 times per season, opposing Brim, 2 permanent stars will be fired and do not return. I really, okay. I'm actually thinking, Nick Aldis is actually a pretty good one here. 4 times per season, add 10 weeks to a contract. So that's really useful for the money situation here. And he is a current GM. So I guess since I am Nick Aldis, I'll just be Smackdown. That makes a lot of sense here. All right, put it all together. I think this is what I want to go with. Just because I think it'd be really messed up, I'm gonna put Stacy Keebler as a GM for NXT. We'll do like the Mutiny NXT. Obviously, Heyman could be for ECW. Get him up out of here. And then Adam Pearce for Raw. So I'll be SmackDown. So for difficulty, we can do some wild stuff here. I don't think I'm gonna do Immortal for my first time. That's like the new like super I hate you, have a miserable time difficulty. I think we'll do like hard, extreme, hard. We'll do hard. We'll work our way up maybe. I want to do extreme for game difficulty, so I could do like the full 3 mid-card matches, more like, all that stuff. Win condition, we could do fans, Hall of Fame trophies. Yeah, I guess I'll just keep it on 10. Opening budget. Now, the fun thing is you could really jack up the budget here. And, one of the things that I didn't have fun with the earlier iterations of, like, the reintroduction of GM mode is how little amount of people you would have. I just like to have a big roster. I just like to have a lot of people. Now, 7 million may be a little too much. I'll go to like maybe 6 million though. I don't want to have to unlock all the matches. That's kind of nonsense. I want to be able to do a 6-man, throw everybody in a Hell in a Cell and have some fun with it. Okay, guys, I just spent a decent amount of time messing with the pool here because whoever puts the default together, they do not like, hey, no disrespect, some of the ratings were a little ridiculous with the promos and stuff. Like, they were out here saying Trick Williams was a 2 out of 5 promo, which is just not true. And they had other people, like, they had, like, Nikki Cross as a 5 out of 5, while Trick Williams was a 2 out of 5. And, I put some of the, the people also who, like, aren't even, like, alive or anything. I put them in the inactive so they don't pop up, like, imagine we're doing this and just Eddie Guerrero pops up, like, what the heck is going on here? But, like, they had some really wild ratings. I don't think I have anything else to do. We got everything set up, and we'll be on to the draft, where I believe I put it, so I did the shows in order, because, like, Raw, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and then, ECW, so it just makes a little bit more visual sense. They're going to have the first pick. I don't need the tutorials. We got everything we need to know here. We got a lot of money. And the first pick, Raw, goes Drew McIntyre. So Obviously a big decision here. I mean, we got all the top stars. Also another weird thing, they had Rey Mysterio as like a retired person. Like he ain't retired, not yet at least. Like that was weird. Um, so we'll have our choice here. Obviously, we should shoot for one of the top people. Get our dibs. We get basically our dibs on any non-Drew McIntyre here. And with that choice, you could go cover star with CM Punk. I think this first pick says a lot about me too. You know, I feel like I'm gonna get judged pretty heavily based on what I go with here. Like, you know, there's a lot of new people. Like, are you a ball knower? I don't know, man. I'll play it. I mean, if I could have Seth, Cody, Punk, Roman, you know, we'll just say those four. Those are the four most popular. Those are the 468s. If I could have any one of those four, I want CM Punk. So I think that easy first pick. He goes Roman, and then ECW Seth. So Paul Heyman picked Seth. I'm sure that that's going to be reasonable for Seth to have a fun time. Rhea goes. Becky goes. No, that's not fun for me. Oh my goodness, Becky and Rhea both go. Alright, well, this is an easy one then. We gotta go with the best in the world. Well, we have the best in the world for the men. Let's go with the best in the world for the women. You know, self-proclaimed best in the world with Punk. The actual best in the world for the women. EO. They picked R-Truth. R-Truth. Typically, when I'm putting this stuff together, you know, I definitely lean a lot more towards, like, me thinking that the women's talent is a lot better, you know, these days than the men's talent. I think, like, you got, like, the top guys, but the women just have so many good people. Look at the talent. I could go get Bianca. I could go get... I mean, we can go grab some people. Oh, another person. This game disrespected the heck out of Blake. She was, like, 40 popularity with, like, a 2 promo. Like, that was egregiously bad. It was, and I think they had her as like a 5 ring skill. That was crazy. You know, I'm not going to talk too much more about that. I got to go get my guy. Let's go get Carmelo Hayes. That's one of my favorites. Let's go get him. You can have Tama Tonga NXT. Have fun with that. Asuka for ECW. Braun Breaker. So you got Braun and Seth. Solo Roman, yeah, NXT. Take all that bloodline nonsense. You could have Solo Tama Tonga Roman. That show's gonna stink. Oh no, you could have all the bloodline nonsense. Take the Usos, take them all. I'll go and take. Bianca's still here. No, I'm thinking about it too much. It's Bianca. Just go Bianca. Let's be safe here. Charlotte, yeah, take that. You could have it. And then they go Finn. All right. I should probably take... I'm kind of alternating here between guys and girls. I know he's inactive these days, but I miss Kevin Owens, so I want Kevin Owens. I miss him. Tozawa. I know I'm going with a lot of expensive people, but they go Nakamura. And Randy. How about Bailey? And then we're back up. I know it's like probably smarter to go and focus on like the stylistic class synergy stuff. I do just want to have some fun stuff here though. I want Blake Monroe. Give me some entertainment here. Eric. Okay, you're gonna take Ivar. Yep, they took Eric and Ivar. I should probably, you know, find tag teams at some point, but I can wait a little bit on that. Ricky Saints. I think Ricky makes a little bit of sense here, and I like Ricky. Get him out of NXT and having him not do the nonsense that he is actually doing right now. I'll maybe circle back. I want to make sure I get Javon Evans. Otis. Some of the computer picks are a little funny. I know. No, Oba Femi! Okay, we won't have Oba. That's okay. They go Kyrie too. That's unfortunate. They got Kyrie Asuka. That makes sense. And NXT's still picking Bloodline people and NFTs and... Oh my goodness. Alright. I'll circle back, like I said. Pick Ricky Saints. And then maybe go double on the women. Here. They go Raquel. You know what? That's fine. We can... We can miss that. I shouldn't be messing around. We gotta give Julia, strap the rocket to Julia. Let's get some. Okay, yeah, they can have Tiffany. I'm not stressing over losing Tiffany. I'll take Julia. They go Alistair. I was actually thinking of Alistair. Joe Gacy. All right. JD McDonough. What is going on with what is NXT's roster? So Roman, Tamatonga, Solo, Tozawa, Otis, Talatonga, JD McDonough. Oh my goodness! And your women are. At least your women's division's good. You just don't have a lot of women. Okay. Okay, I'm messing around here. Let's just go with the Bird Lady. That's the best pick we could have made here. And I was literally going to probably take Sol Ruka next. Okay, it's fine. No Zarya Sol Ruka nonsense on my show, I guess. Unless I want to just take Zarya, but I think I'll be all right. I do have Mello. I could do Trick and Mello. Trick and Mello. I mean, Trick is about to probably turn face in real life, so he's really popular. Maybe you can have some Trick and Mello on the show as well. NXT is still confusing the heck out of me. Eric Rowan. Yeah, we're definitely gonna go far beyond that. Vicaire, Nia, NXT, Meechin. NXT is a heck of a show. I want Carmen. I know this is like a reach here. I want Carmen on my show though. I like Carmen. I think she's really cool, and she's cheap. Omos? Dominic? Oh yeah, so we're at 6-6 for guys and girls, so keeping it the even split right here. I gotta add to the men's division. I mean, yeah. I should just go with my guy. We'll go Johnny. And then you better not mess around, game. Don't mess around with me. Do not pick Candace. Do not pick Candace. You could have Sean Spears. You could have Uncle Howdy. You could have Dexter Loomis. Wait, Uncle Howdy and Dexter Loomis are on different shows now. What is going on? All right, yeah, Candace. We got Johnny and Candace now. So I'm looking at the other splits here. 10-4, 10-5 for Raw. I'm at 7-7. They're 9-5, 9-5. So yeah, I am definitely picking the most girls here. I should probably. Ooh, is Frazier here? He is. Okay, I want Fraxium then. Don't mess around. Dude, they are still taking NFT and Bloodline people. Oh my goodness. That's so goofy. Tyler Bate. And okay, yeah, we'll get Fraxium in here. Yeah, he's 200k. We still have a little bit of money to play with here. I'm not going to spend all of it. I like to hold on to a little bit just in case for contracts and all that stuff. Also, free agents will pop up. I could just splurge on like Gunther. Like, I could just go crazy with Gunther. I feel like I do need a big heel. I mean, Gunther Punk is obviously good stuff. And Owens right now is a heel. And the other big heels here, like, there's no other ones. The next, Kofi, Miz, Ciampa, you know what? Hey, we'll do it. He'll retire somebody. Gunther, get over here. We need you. Jordan Grace for Mutiny. There you go. This is finally a decent pick. Kofi, so you can imagine maybe they'll go for Xavier. Wendy Chu. All right. And we're back up. I want to take Grayson. I want Grayson Waller. I think Grayson Waller's underutilized. So oh my goodness, Kit Wilson. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the song and the look in this game. If Kit Wilson was like in the game Kit Wilson now, I might have thought about slapping like a US title on him or something, but no, we're not doing just Pretty Deadly one. I want the solo one. So I think for the, a little bit of structure here, we'll go Kiana. I think that would make sense. I still would like to get another. Oh my goodness, ECW's running out of money. They have way less money. Oh my, they've really been spending. I do like Fallon Henley, so we'll see if we can get Fallon and JC. I think Apollo Crews. I like how Cody's just not getting picked. Like, I don't need Cody, but it's like, you're telling me nobody needs Cody? Alright, then we'll go JC. And then maybe I'll make, like, one more guy pick. And then be done? I mean, ECW, yeah, they're done. This is what ECW looks like. Seth Orton, Asuka, Nakamura, Rhea, Oba, Kyrie, Braun. You know what? This screen right here, this looks pretty valid. NXT's is gonna be so fun. Brutus Creed. All right, I'm back up. Yeah, I have 800K. I think I want to make like maybe one more guy pick. I was gonna say I don't think Sammy fits in, but like he kind of does. he kind of does. I have Kevin Owens. I have Gunther. Sammy does fit in. Or I could maybe try to stretch it and take like two cheaper guys. Get a little bit of a quantity over quality. I can't just not take one of my all-timers. Like, I can't just not take Sammy. So let's go Sammy, wrap things up, and we'll be done here. Raw's still going. They got 1 million. I'll be fine with 22 people. You can let me know how. Give me a draft grade. Give me a draft grade. I think pretty solid. Getting Punk. I mean, look at the Punk, Bianca, Io, Mello, Sammy, Owens, Javon. I mean, I think we did a good job here. NXT, they're picking Joe Hendry. They got Izzy Dame. Raw, Ridge Holland. Tala Tonga. Oh, wait, Tala Tonga is separated from the entire rest of... So Raw just wants solo Tala Tonga. Sick. That's terrible. They're still picking. They're gonna go right down to 0. Yoshi Inamura. Alright, 400K? Oh, they're still going. 200K? They're still going. Miles Bourne, they're down to 300K. Break the bank for Austin Theory. Break the bank for Lexus King. Are they done? They're done. This is terrible. Oh my. I am so sorry, Becky. I'm so sorry, Bailey. You are surrounded by every Samoan on the roster, and their other premium pick was Alpha Academy. Oh my goodness. Raw, they're done. All right. Raw, questionable investment in R-Truth and the Viking Raiders with top 8 picks. Viking Raiders are obviously cool, but like, you compare the front page of like ECWs and ours, it's like, you know, maybe you didn't need to spend one of your top picks on also Santos Escobar as well. Here are the rosters. I mean, it's obviously, like, it's what you do with the people, not always who you draft. I understand that, but it's just funny seeing some of the names that get picked up that high. I think I got the coolest roster. Maybe that's a little biased. I like that Raw and NXT just said, give me all of the fodder people. Well, Raw more so. I mean, Tala Tonga, Josh Briggs, Noam Dar. Where's Noam Dar even been? Nikita Lyons, Maxine Dupree. Also, yeah, Maxine got separated, right? Yeah, Maxine got separated from the rest of Alpha Academy. I think that's kind of the funny part, is watching some of the teams get separated. Like NXT getting everybody from MFTs and then just Raw having a solo Tala Tonga is incredible. Let's let Tala Tonga go to the moon. So how I want to do this is, we'll obviously put the show together and everything, and if there's like big matches, stuff we're interested in, we'll hop in, we'll spectate, we'll have a little bit of fun. I typically play, like, you know, for people who watch me for my football stuff or basketball or whatever, I play pretty hands-off, you know, just kind of spectate, commentate, that stuff. We'll do that here. And then again, I have other plans, hopefully, if, you know, you want to see it. I'll at least give some stuff a try of videos that I want to do for wrestling, but we'll see how things go. I think I want to see SmackDown doing better than specifically ECW. Okay. I think we can do it. I hope so. You got to put together our champions. So we can customize the belt, which is cool. So we can, like... I mean, there's a lot of locked stuff, obviously. I think I'd prefer... Like, I don't love the gold middle of the WWE title. I like this better than the one they have now. So I think, like, it's a minor shift, but, like, I like the black middle rather than the gold middle. I think it just looks better, so we'll do that. We have tag team champions, and then we have the U.S. title. I mean, I could go back to the old U.S. I think both U.S. titles, though. Like, the one they have now looks pretty good. What the heck is the 1v1 championship? What in the world? So, 2v2. What the heck are they? I gotta play some of the other. There's so much stuff to unlock in this game. You know, hey, back in my day with 2K, you could buy like a $5 like thing and it just auto unlocks everything. Now I actually have to play Showcase. I have to play Showcase to get AJ Lee, which is nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Like, I want AJ Lee, and they like she can't even be here because I gotta play Showcase mode first. Yeah, so we could go with this U.S. title. I mean, the U.S. title now looks cool. I like the tag titles. I think, like, you know, the more recent redesigns, they look really nice. You know what? I think it's more fun to not crown champions, like, just throw the belt on them. You want the title on my show, you're gonna have to earn it. Earn it. Maybe that's, like, you know, for trying to win, like, you want the popularity boost. But... yeah, I'm trying to... I'm more so focused on putting on an entertaining show, even if it doesn't result in me always winning the weeks. Start with 0 scouting points. All superstars on your brand who win their matches next week gain... oh, that's nice. Block an opposing brand. We know that, or I know that one. That's a usual one. Bad timing. Okay, alright. So, a lot of matches to put together, a lot of segments... show logistics. That's another reason why I wanted to save a little bit. I want to be able to actually, like, buy this stuff once I get the, you know, ability to. We also have Birth of Legends. Oh yeah, since we're SmackDown. All right, we'll use that now. We'll use it in one of them now. Ricky, Punk, Gunther, Frazier, Kiana, and Blake all get a popularity boost. We could use it twice. But I don't think I'll use it immediately twice. Health spa's so important. I'm gonna grab a health spa, and then we could use some jobbers. I'll have a pretty broad search here. The Carolina Reaper. Some of the jobbers are kind of funny. I should probably. Let's just keep searching. We can get any... who? Ain't no way. Who is Donna Matrix? Ain't no way. Should we go grab Donna for a jobber role? Hey, you know what? Well, we need jobbers. Donna, come on over. Maybe you and the Carolina Reaper can go nuts together. I won't waste your time too much with me contemplating, but I will put the main event together for you guys right now, because we're going to watch the main event, and it's going to be for the title, obviously, to crown our first champion. So, I can do some nuts stuff here. Like, we can do some wild stuff. These matches are also really expensive. That's also a good thing I saved some money. Oh my goodness. The winner receives a 3-week contract. Well, that doesn't matter because I have permanents. Backstage brawl. 6-way backstage brawl. Alright, that's possible for the world title. I think a gauntlet would be really fun, though. So we could do Gauntlet Eliminator or regular Gauntlet. Winner gains 5 popularity in ring XP but loses stamina. I think we'll do a 5-man Gauntlet. Does this Are the orders randomized, or is this... I don't want to have control over the order. I want it to be random. If it is controlling the order, then I'll just go inverse of when I drafted them, so you get maybe a perk for being a higher draft pick. Well, Gunther wasn't a high pick. I picked Kevin Owens, I think, higher, and then Javon, and then Gunther, then Sammy. And then for the world title, we could also do an interference, but that'll be the... That's a... Okay, I think that's a pretty nuts main event, though. All right, guys. I put together the card, and here's the thought process. So we have the main event here. Obviously, the WWE title match. For the US title, we're going to have a series of one-on-one matches. Starts with Johnny, Frazier, Axiom, Rookie. Those are to determine contenders for the US title. The winner of these two matches will face the winner of other matches. It would maybe be like a fatal 4-way. This is just a filler tag team match to, you know, get someone like Carmen up in popularity, get Lyra on the card. This is more so filler stuff, so actually it'd be better to probably swap that here. And then we'll have 2 triple threat matches for the winners of those 2 will be fighting for the Women's Championship, starting with Io, Blake, Candice. The other one will be, I believe, Bianca, Lyra. It was Bianca, Lyra, Julia. Bianca, Lyra, Julia will be the other one, I'm pretty sure. So, we're not going to be able to spectate this match because I also have a run-in. Julia's going to try to cost Io Sky the match. Set that up. I think that all works out. So we'll have Bianca promo. Ricky's going to turn heel because I think Ricky's probably better as a heel right now. Carmelo and Trick will have promos. I'll figure out what I want to do here, if I want to turn one of them. So I want them to be the same, just so they can maybe team together, but maybe I'll have them feud. We'll kind of put that in the back burner for a moment, see how everything else plays out. But then we'll spectate the main event and have this big gauntlet match for the WWE title. So that's what we'll go with. So we get to see the other shows and how they do. So Raw is gonna go Dom and Finn versus Viking Raiders. Dom and Finn are the tag champs, but the Viking Raiders will win. What a high investment draft pick for them. Austin Theory calling out Andre Chase. The Talatonga solo push. Ridge Holland. No! Ridge Holland Talatonga match. Oh my goodness. We are seated. Miles Bourne promo. Women's title. Oh my goodness. They strapped the rocket to Sol Ruka. They put both the titles on her, yet she's defending her title in the mid-card. Move aside, Sol Ruka, you double champ. You gotta make way for the Miles Bourne main event. And she loses her title to Piper Niven. What in the world? And Piper cuts a promo after winning the title. Good on her. Charlotte and Alexa versus Liv and Raquel. Okay, that makes sense. Tag titles not on the line, but Liv and Raquel have them. And then, okay, so both tag champions have matches. Both of them lose. They put both the tag titles on both Judgment Day teams. And again, both of them lost. And then Talatonga calls out Ridge Holland. Cool. And then your main event, Drew McIntyre defends the world title against Miles Bourne. And Drew McIntyre retains the world title. What a show. Incredible. We move to Smackdown now, which is where we reside. So, obviously you can't control the results here. The intended result, I guess, is maybe Blake wins and Julia costs Io the match. We'll see, though. Will Io win it regardless? Yes, she will. That'll be interesting. Now, if Julia wins the triple threat, I'm here for that. Bianca promo. Popularity +4. First qualifier for the US title. Axiom, Ricky, Saints. And Ricky is gonna lose to Axiom. I guess... Yeah, and then Ricky, he's mad. He lost the match. I can't believe it. I'm tired of being, good guy Ricky, I guess. Cuts a heel promo afterwards. And then we got the incredible team. Oh my goodness, they won! Dominatrix won! What? Carmelo Hayes gets a +2 popularity. Johnny versus Frazier would be obviously great match, you hope. Frazier wins. So Frazier and Axiom both win their matches. Trick +4 popularity. Okay, that everything shaked out very interesting. So we'll have Axiom and Frazier face each other in a multi-man match for the US title. Ricky cut a peel promo after losing due to frustration, and then Io, despite a Julia interference, still wins. So it is gauntlet time, and I can already say yep, the order is not randomized. Poor Sammy has to start the gauntlet. Sammy's gonna have to really run the gauntlet all the way to trying to get the world title. I mean, I could say here, personal bias. Personally, if I'm rooting for somebody, I'm rooting for Sami Zayn. If there's anything I want to see in the world of wrestling that has never happened before, if I could make one thing happen, I want to see Sami Zayn win a world title. So, maybe it may never happen in real life, which would be ridiculous in my opinion, but maybe we can make it happen here in the game. In order for him to do that, though, he has to take out not only 4 wrestlers, the first wrestler he gotta go through, Gunther. Now, to his credit, he is one of the only people to have ever beaten Gunther. But, even if you beat Gunther, you do something that not many people can say they've done. You do it for a second time. Waiting for you on the other side is 3 other wrestlers. So, I'm pretty sure Sammy's just screwed here. Because there's no shot, even if you beat Gunther, which I guess it's possible, because it's happened before. Even if you do it, you ain't making it past, you know, the next 3. Gunther, Sammy, kicking things off. You know, you get a lot of spectate options here. Gunther immediately just attacks him with a clothesline. So, yeah, I mean, we could do a lot for camera stuff if you want to, which it could make it a little bit more fun. Gunther, oh my goodness, Sammy is already getting absolutely, like, folded in half. As Gunther just, oh, he missed the chop this time. Sammy! That's a springboard drop kick. I'm switching the cameras here. I don't know if I should be doing this. Okay, Sammy's trying to get Gunther up. So if I just go to gameplay, hide UI. Oh, okay, yeah, hide that. Now nothing's on the screen. We're gonna let it ride out like that. I'm just trying to get used to the controls here. I don't usually do this. Irish whip into the corner. Sammy is going to get turned face first into the turnbuckle. Sammy, elbow to Gunther, clothesline. He's already got a comeback. And Sammy, has he taken that much punishment already? Drop kick. But Sammy fired up Gunther. I think this has gone so far, at least how you expected, with the fact that Gunther's been mostly assaulting Sammy, chopping him, but Sammy's got a couple of comebacks. Koji clutch. Koji clutch. Gunther's not tapping out, though. That's quickly out of the hold as Gunther. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's all that phased right now, as Sammy is going to be lifted up. And no, already, we're going for a power bomb. Gunther pin. Sammy out at 1, though, from a Gunther powerbomb. Alright, Gunther, we gotta do a couple more of those to maybe put him away. As I don't want a repeat of Sammy Kevin in NXT. I don't want him to get powerbombed to death over here. As Sammy, he's got him. Roll up, got his shoulders down. Can he steal it? No, Gunther out at 1. And Sammy getting him up. Will he get him? 4? No, I thought maybe he was looking for like Blue Thunder Bomb or something there because he had him measured up. But now, referee, you are really in the way. I need you to move. There you go. Corner now. as Sammy got him for the exploder. I knew he had a signature. He uses it there. Exploder into the corner. And Sammy, will he be setting up? Haluva kick. Come on. Into the corner. There he goes. Haluva kick. Can it be Gunther? It's Sammy. Pin. Gunther down. And Gunther kicks out of the Haluva kick. Well, that's disheartening. And Gunther now drop. Oh my goodness! There's blood splatter on the screen. Sammy, he's busted open, but he's going to go springboard DDT. It's Sami Zayn. He's got a cut on the side of his face. Sammy not really going to the top rope that often. Is he gonna go moonsault here? I don't see Sammy ever doing that, but it's gonna be a pin. Referee's freaking out, and Gunther kicks out again, but Sammy's actually kind of got him, got him down quite a bit. He's going with a little camel clutch here, and Gunther, I don't think you're gonna make him tap out. That just doesn't really happen much. We pretend Jey Uso does not exist. Gunther does not tap, and it's going to be a German suplex. But the only person I'll give him credit for tapping him out is, I'll give it to Ilya. We pretend Jey Uso does not exist. And Sammy getting out of that as Gunther firing back with a punch of his own. Gunther, I think he's mad now. Gunther, turn him over. Boston Crab is trying to get it. Sammy's near the ropes. Sammy, can he get there? No, he doesn't get to the ropes. He just turns him over, gets him into a pin. Come on, Sammy. 1, 2. No. Gunther keeps kicking out. And even though Sammy's actually bringing the fight, it's just not enough. Gunther. Oh my goodness. Just chop the hell out of him. And Gunther, is he looking for the powerbomb? No! Sammy! Oh, he's got him up! No, Blue Thunderbomb, but he couldn't have the strength to pick him up! Gunther flattens him, and Sammy, at least good for him to get out of the ring for a moment! And Sammy now back inside. Gunther takes his head off with a clothesline! And I feel like Sammy can only counter so many times. Oh my goodness, that drop kick that blasts Sammy back, and looking for the finish is, no, Sammy counters again. Sammy keeps on fighting back. Sammy, Michinoku driver. Sammy somehow keeps countering. He keeps coming back. He keeps fighting on Sammy, and to the top, clothesline. Oh, crossbody. I said clothesline, he went for the crossbody. I'm sorry, I'm actually really invested in this. This is a really good first match. And Sammy, no, he gets Gunther up the top rope. I remember WrestleMania, that same corner, he hit him with a top rope brainbuster. Didn't do it this time. Gunther, though, a lapse in judgment from Sammy. Gunther has him down, and Sammy kicks it too. Gunther, oh, he went for the drop kick, but he missed. Went for that just, what was Michael Cole said, was Tyrannosaurus Rex drop kick, and went for it again. He missed. Sammy keeps countering. Sammy, how does he keep moving out the way? He's got Gunther more countered and scouted than anyone maybe ever has. As Sammy in the ropes snaps his throat off the bottom. And Sammy, maybe one more Haluva kick can get it done. And maybe that's what he's looking for. Zayn in the corner. Kick busted him open. Zayn for Gunther going down. He got him! Sammy beats Gunther again! And now Jovan Evans' turn. Okay, the big issue I said though, if you beat Gunther, cool, great, incredible. There's no way you're making it through anybody else. And Jovan Evans has a easy Sami Zayn down Hurricanrana. I mean, this should be absolutely easy for Evans. Drop kick just caught him right in the chin. I mean, yeah, I don't see how Sammy gets out of this. I mean, his chest is already bruised. He's got blood coming from the side of his face, but a tornado DDT. Zayn kick to the back of his leg from Evans. And Javon Evans, I mean, Sammy's at least keeping pace so far, but you can see there, I just find it so hard to believe he's going to be able to get through another one. Zayn has Evans up. Evans, maybe the only thing working in Zayn's favor here is the inexperience, but Evans swinging back, kick to the head. And Evans, I mean, if there's one thing that's already bad enough, it's dealing with how Javon Evans flies around the ring and how tough he is to catch. But how about when you're tired? When Sammy even delivering a drop kick there, and he's the one who's more beat up from it. And Zayn up, Evans, and powerbomb. Evans, does he have him down? Rope break not happening. Evans, oh, Zayn kicks out. Sammy still fighting. And this is just classic Sammy, but Evans, I think he's even surprised. He thought Gunther had done all the work for him. And Zayn, springboard again. Tornado DDT again. Sammy's busting out what he's got to do, which is these heavy hitting moves to try to end things quickly here. And he's got him down, maybe taking a page out of Gunther's book. He's got him for the Boston Crab, but no. And that's Evans. He got him. Wheelbarrow stunner. Sammy just stay down. Evans measuring, looking. No, Sammy catches the kick. And Zayn, no way! Into the corner, does he have him? Down, set, up, exploder! Into the corner! And he's gonna try to beat him off that! Evans down! Kick out! Zayn. Now just, oh, Evans turns it around, and Evans, he was striking that right side of his face, right where that cut is, and Evans to the top rope. Zayn down. Zayn moving up over to the back of his, like, right back of the neck even. Evans cover. Zayn kicking out again. Insane right now. Evans into the corner. Got him down, looking for a tornado DDT of his own. Sammy's already got him with a couple, but Evans responds now. Springboard, frog splash, cover. Will it finally put Zayn down? 2, and kicked out again. Sammy, are you serious right now? Do you know what's still waiting for you? This is only halfway through. Zayn evades. Zayn fighting back. Sammy. I can't believe what Sammy is doing right now. As Evans maybe trying to bust Evans open now. Couple of punches there. And Sammy still looking like he's got some life left. Throw him into the corner. I think we know what he's looking for now. Oh, he did bust him open! And now he's gonna follow it up! Hey, no! Maybe trying to catch him off guard, not going for the haluva kick, but Evans was still ready for it. And now Northern Light suplex. Both have actually got each other scouted pretty well. I mean, I expect it from Zayn, but the inexperience of Evans, still impressive that he has had an answer for Sammy a number of times. But will it be enough? Zayn got Evans up and throwing him now into the corner. I think he's gonna go for it this time. Haluva kick. No way. Zayn got him down. Down for the 3. Zayn wins, but at what cost? Look who's coming out now. Oh my goodness, Kevin Owens! It's Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Zayn's already beaten up. Zayn is already absolutely destroyed, and Kevin Owens is back to take out Sami one last time for the WWE title. This is insane. Oh my goodness, Kevin Owens! Oh, he landed on his feet, but he missed. Zayn into the corner, no way! Zayn! Oh my goodness! No way! No way! kicks out. Where did he get that from? Sammy, this is actually incredible. This is incredible. I don't know where he busted out that Aluva kick from, but he's actually taking it to Kevin Owens. If there's any single person in the world who he doesn't want stopping him from winning this title, it's Kevin Owens. Owens got him spinning back of his head. And maybe the flurry from Zayn on Owens. Look at his body. Look how beat up and bruised he is. Owens keeping it simple with the offense. I think that's all he needs to do. Just break Sammy's will. Zayn got him again with the Tornado DDT. He's hitting on Gunther. He's hitting on Evans. And now he drops Owens with it. Top rope. Going with the moonsault. Owens got out of the way. And into the corner now. Sammy, look how beat up he is. He's bleeding from 2 different parts of his head. And Zayn still has Owens' number right now. Oh my goodness. Owens is actually like crawling to the corner. Owens has had not much answer for Sammy so far. But now Owens walking around with Sammy up on his shoulder, drops him on that top rope, and now maybe done. Zayn is kicking out. I have no idea what is going on. Sammy, boot to the face. And Kevin Owens with the splash, but he missed. Zayn, super kick. Zayn out of the apron to the top rope. He's having to go deep in his bag for any move he can. Swanton, that's a Kevin Owens move right there. Swanton. And Zayn knows it's going to take more than that. I mean, you could just look in the past with how much it has taken to beat Owens. Blue Thunder Bomb, but Owens has a counter. And Kevin Owens, I don't think he expected this from a beat up Sammy. But he knows not to take his former best friend, his still sometimes best friend, his biggest enemy! No, no, no! Oh my goodness, I thought he was going for the package pile driver! Instead, drops him on his back! Sammy is done! And Sammy's dream has ended at the hands of Kevin Owens. And coming out last in the gauntlet was the #1 overall pick. It's Kevin Owens. It's CM Punk. Zayn got a couple of, punches in, a little shot in there, here and there. Got that haluva kick, so Owens definitely not 100%. But still, much better spot than maybe Sammy was in the match that he had to go into with Gunther. And then after Gunther, I should say, into the Javon Evans match, into the Kevin Owens match for the third one. Punk, though, fully 100%. And Owens, you want to go and drop people on their heads with pile drivers? Punk can do that too. Oh, is he already looking? He's already looking for it? No. Oh my goodness. I thought he was going for another pile driver. And I think Owens, he's maybe met his match in that regard. Somebody who is not afraid to go and bust out a pile driver, try to maybe end somebody's career. Owens also, remember, coming back from the neck injury. I think if there's anything he doesn't want to have happen, it is being dropped on his head like that. Owens moves out of the stomp, hits Punk in the gut, and how much of an insult to injury would it be for Sammy if he not only loses to Kevin Owens, but he has to watch Owens win the title here as Punk has him up on his shoulder to the ropes, drops him down. And Punk to the second rope and gets him. Little axe handle into the cover. Owens down, and Owens 2 kick out. Punk, all right, you got to do a little bit more. I mean, you probably do have to put him to sleep, but I think we know what he's going for here. On the apron, Punk, springboard, clothesline, signature Punk. And Punk now got him up. Owens in the center of the ring. And Owens, he's really been thoroughly dominated by Punk so far, as Punk, I think we know what's coming here, near the corner, clothesline, his signature Punk again. Now we're going to the top rope, looking for the elbow drop. Get the fingers to the sky. Owens rolls out of the way. And Kevin Owens is now, oh my goodness, he's up for the go to sleep. Punk out of nowhere, but Owens counters. Shoulders and elbow to the head and a pop-up power bomb. Owens not covering. Not gonna end him, I don't think. He wants more, and he's looking for more. Oh my goodness. He's got him with the stunner! Pop-up powerbomb! Stunner! Kevin Owens! He's not the champion! Punk kicks out. Owens again. Owens again. Springboard! Ref is down! Ref is down! Ref is down! No way! Oh my goodness! Owens! Stunner! Ref is down! Ref is down! Owens has him beat! Owens has him beat! Owens, what do you even do? He's got a delayed cover! There's still so much time here! Oh, Punk! Owens had him, but the ref was down! Oh my goodness, no way! Kevin Owens might have been screwed again! I mean, he already had this go on with Cody Rhodes, and now he might have been screwed over again! Punk got a second life in this one! Duck down! Punk! Got him! Swinging! Neckbreaker! And Punk calling for it. Is it done? Kick to the side! We got a little back and forth! Owens already feels like he should have won this match. He hit him with a second stunner. And Punk not able to win this exchange right now. Owens has got him. Back and forth they go. Punk now returns chop of his own. Owens. Punk. And Owens. Punk. It is just brutal. Owens calling for more. Punk. It's a stalemate. A hockey fight. Looking like Owens and Zayn in the past. They're going at it. And no definitive winner. Punk misses. Owens. Owens has him up. Punk counters. Punk. Clothesline. He might have been looking for the package pile driver, but Punk had an answer. It's CM Punk. Into the corner goes Owens. And now, looking for another one. Shining Wizard Bull Dog Owens drops him right on his tailbone. And off the ropes. Will it be? Duck down. And maybe looking for back body drop. I was maybe thinking pop-up powerbomb here. And Punk is down. Kick out. This is incredible. Owens, I can't believe, like, now he just needs to figure out how to put Punk away again, but CM Punk is still not going down. Is he gonna do it again? No, he went for a pile driver and the back body drop again from Owens. Now to the top rope. What are we thinking here? Owens, he wants him up. He wants him up. And Owens is drop kick. He was thinking maybe a little bullfrog splat. Oh no! Oh, Punk got him in the small cradle! Punk got him out of nowhere! Oh my goodness! Kevin Owens might have been screwed. Kevin Owens had it won. He hit him with the stunner, but the ref was down. And not only that, he got caught not with the definitive end, not with the GTS, not with anything like that. A small package that Punk, he survived Kevin Owens. He survived Owens. And he wins the title. Unbelievable. Punk has survived Kevin Owens. And what a first match. What a first night. I mean, stories are already being made here. CM Punk, our first draft pick, has won the world title. But Kevin Owens, I think, is going to want another chance. And I think Sami Zayn is entitled to sitting here and saying, I beat Gunther. I beat Javon Evans. I almost beat Kevin Owens in the same night. I think we have ourselves one heck of a little triangle here. Yeah, somehow Zayn Gunther came from all of that, too. I mean, Gunther's gonna have issues as well. Now Sami Zayn's the one who can say he beat him twice. Oh my god. Now we have to go and watch this nonsense. Oh. I gotta go watch the MFTs versus Alpha Academy. Alright. Oh, look at that, Alpha Academy. Who is Roman feuding with? What? Wait. So Roman's calling out Lexus King. And Angelo Dawkins is calling... Everybody hates Lexus King. Joe Hendry wins. Angelo Dawkins run-in. Angelo Dawkins has now... What? Angelo Dawkins run-in. Angelo Dawkins is also calling out Lexus King. Oh my goodness, NXT. I was not lying. Hey, Becky gotta save this show. Oh my goodness. Why is Brutus Creed and Tyler Bate teaming? Okay, the Wyatts win. This is terrible. Becky, Tiffany, you got a magical match in you to save this? Tiffany wins. 3.5, that's pretty good. And then you go to ECW, where Rhea Asuka. I mean, Rhea wins. You also have, oh my god, 4-star match. Kofi promo. Oba Nakamura. Nakamura's the mid-card champion, right? No, he's the world champ. Nakamura's the world champ, fighting in the second match on the card. Xavier promo. New Day versus Randy Orton and Damian Priest. Sure. And then Damian Priest wants to cut a promo afterwards. Sure. Vicaire versus Naya. And then we have the oh-so-special match of Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins defending their tag championships against Chris Sabin and Uncle Howdy. Braun and Seth win, so I guess the vision is in full force here. Alright. Well, that was something. So, I probably didn't win the week because the rest of my card wasn't, anything crazy, but... Hey, man, you look at the matches on Pit. You tell me who had the better card here. 28,000 for Raw. 31, so we beat Raw. We beat NXT. We didn't beat ECW, though. But ECW did lose money. Average ECW moment in the negative already. So we're second. We don't have a women's... And we did that also without crowning our, women's champion, U.S. champion. We don't have champions yet. We just have Punk at this point. So... Also, we have more money than, everybody. Almost all of them combined. So, we're in a good spot here. We're in Canada now, of course. Following up on that Punk, Owens, Zayn stuff. Triple H, shut up. Embarrassing to lose to someone as bad as Axiom. Now that he's a heel, he wants to fight Axiom again. We'll do that. Julio and Io. Sure. That's, a plan down the line. Alright, guys. I put together a card. I said I wanted to use the women. I wanted to do something with them. So we're holding a little bit of a special match here. How about, I went and made a signing as well, the Women's Invitational 6-pack challenge for the U.S. title, just to crown a U.S. champion here. And this is full of girls who are just, not the top main event people, but all looking for that opportunity here. All of them, all of them haven't won a main roster singles championship, unless you're counting Candice's speed title. But I signed Zarya as well. We needed some faces for the women's division because JC, Fallon, I'm turning Candice face, which I'm going to have that be relevant. That's not just for no reason. Johnny is a heel. Candice can be a face. We'll have that maybe lead to something. But yeah, so we'll have 3 faces, 3 heels in the match. This is the other number 1 contender match for the women's title. Winner faces Io. Winner of this match gets in the U.S. title Fatal 4-Way. Winner of this match gets in the U.S. title Fatal 4-Way. A disgruntled Ricky is facing Sammy. Gunther is going to not be very happy and take Sammy out. I'll flip those, but again, everything makes sense. Also, you know, you do have to also play to the fact that it is GM mode, and you have to maybe do things that are, you know, a little ridiculous to try to get the fans spend a little money, do some wild stuff. So not everything's always going to be, you know, as streamlined, and, you know, there's going to be some wild stuff, some things that maybe don't always make sense, but it's in the attempt to try to win. We came second last week. We're trying to come first this week, and we're leaning on the women to do it. And now my turn. So, we're not going to be able to watch this match since we have an interference. Julia tried to interfere in Io's match last week. Io still got the win. So now Io's going to run in on Julia to try to cost her. Who will come out on top? Who will face Io? Bianca. So Bianca... Mediocre? I'm so sure. We'll have Owens and Punk kind of continue on, because Owens feels like he got screwed. Grayson Waller picks up the win to go to the U.S. title 4-way. Owens and Punk still going. And then Gunther's going to try to cost Zayn. He doesn't. Sammy perseveres, or it was a DQ. Johnny, solid promo. And the final spot in the fatal 4-way goes to Javon Evans. So it's going to be Axiom, Frazier, Evans, Waller. Candice turns face. And now we have... The show's really not been that good with the star ratings and everything. But, six-pack challenge for the U.S. title. And we get Blake Monroe. I love that they did the entrance properly. And she's probably the biggest star we have in this match. So I feel like the expectation is for her to win. But, I mean... I guess I'd be rooting for Blake. Her, Candice. So let's get into things here. U.S. title on the line for the women. Six-pack challenge. It is one fall to a finish, I'm pretty sure. I think so, at least in this game with six-pack challenges. So, let's see who's got it. Oh, I'm on the free cam right now. Oh, yeah, let's not do that. This is going to be a lot of action to keep track of. I'm going to do my best to be on point here. And we're focusing on Blake and Candice going at it. We have Carmen and JC. We had Zarya and Fallon going at it. Now we're swapping. We're over here. Fallon's down. And Sling Blade. Oh my God. What is going on already? A Sling Blade poison Rana. They were switching cameras there. All right. Snapmare. Carmen kick to the back. Okay, there's a lot going on here. All right. So we got to slow down a little bit. Candice LeRae. Springboard. Misses. And we get swapped to Zarya, then Carmen here. Oh my goodness, this is a Kevin Dunn simulator. I can't keep up. All right, corner misses JC Jane, then gets caught. And cradle from... All right, no immediate breakup. That's going to be the problem here, is how is somebody going to get a pin off without it being broken up? JC missing in the corner again. And, like, sweep by Candice onto Zarya. Referee goes down. Everything is just... getting out of hand here. Another Russian leg sweep, floating over, punches. Fallon on Candice, knees now from Zarya, all over JC. Whipped into the corner goes Fallon, and Carmen there. Referee back on his feet. I'm gonna run out of breath commentating. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna give myself a headache. Zarya on the outside is... Thanks for showing me that. Oh my goodness, Carmen! Kick to the back of the head of JC. And Candice taking advantage now. Kicks of her own. Neck breaker. As Blake is down, now we get some space here as we only got two girls in the ring. It's just Blake and Candice. I want a real title for Candice as she gets her down in the corner. And maybe gonna go to the top. No, elbow. Blake gets out. And Blake whip off the ropes and scoop her up. Oh, Candice slips out of it, lands on her feet. Now she's got Blake off the rope. Misses. Blake rebounds. Fallon in the ring. Fallon kicks, combos. Hey, Corbin. What the heck is going on? Thanks for showing me Corbin for a moment there. This is ridiculous. The camera cuts are really funny, though. I might need to, you know, change that, though. I might need to... I can go and do my own thing here. Oh my goodness, Zarya has her up. Backslide in the cover. And it's going to be a kick out. Not even a kick out. Broken up by Candace. They love showing me Carmen outside the ring. You know what? Fair, I guess. Let's let Carmen go and do something here. Maybe she'll win. Maybe that's the sign. Candace is outside the ring, down. Blake is... Oh, okay, hold on. The Fallon and JC were going at it. Should I, like, free cam this? Candace is measuring. Now we have Blake powering at Carmen. Alright, little backbreaker there. JC back in the ring. German suplex. Carmen's actually being pretty impressive here. Why did I do a six-pack challenge? Oh my goodness. Oh, sit out. Alright. Zarya, she's gonna roll out the ring though. I don't even know. Okay, Blake up on her shoulders. There we go, a little TKO. And now Zarya is gonna respond in a 5. And Zarya, I mean, if someone's not gonna break this up, it might be over. Zarya 2 count. Broken up by Fallon. And Carmen almost eating the pin there. Now a little house call from Fallon Henley. Zarya is down. Thanks for showing me Blake again. Cameras just can't get away from Blake, I guess. I missed what JC did to Candace. Now, maybe stabbing her partner in the back a little bit there. I guess it's all of them for themselves. Shining Wizard. And down goes JC. Zarya, she looks pretty cool with the blood on her face and the face paint and everything, but like, oh my goodness, look at the spinning discus big boot from JC on the outside. Zarya down. Candace outside the ring. I don't know if I ever want to do a six-pack challenge again. As boot to the face right now, just pinning her against that bottom rope. As Carmen to the top. Carmen! Foot stomp! And Carmen not able to capitalize on it. This match may never end. Hurricanrana on Candace from Candace on Fallon. Leg sweep there from JC to the top rope. She goes. Blake down. Candace maybe trying to set her up. And Zarya go behind. Roll up on Candace. Oh, rolling on Car. Forearm to her friend's face. They are really giving it to each other. Are these two really tag partners with the way they're hitting each other? Zarya turns Blake inside out with the clothesline. And now they roll out. Zarya has Candace up with the slam as JC trying to steal that one on her head. They're really trying to make sure they beat each other. I can't tell if they're really partners. Are they really going to be able to go after the tag titles together at some point? Because it's not looking like this partnership's going to last. We got blood everywhere in the ring. Carmen eats a forearm. Zarya pinned. JC got her down. Candace breaks it up. Everybody now back in the ring. I'm losing my breath. This is a lot. Candace tries to do a little springboard action, just flat out misses. Zarya outside the ring. Blake outside the ring, trips up Carmen. Carmen down. Candace, Gargano escape. Gargano escape. Candace. And there's some action going on, but they are able to break it up. That was enough time for maybe a tap out to happen, but it just couldn't happen for Candace. Not yet. Not tonight, maybe. As down goes JC out the ring. Hey, this has been an action-packed main event at least. This better get some high stars. Maybe not. Maybe we lost half a star for that Fallon thing. What the heck was that? Oh, the Rouse Fallon drop kick. And going for the pin, but Candace is right there. Candace should be there. Yeah, she breaks it up. And as does a late arriving JC Chain. It's literally just going to be like, can you catch somebody not paying attention? Or can you get a quick tap out like this? Can you get Blake to tap out? Another Gargano escape, but Carmen breaks it up. My goodness, now Carmen up. F5. No. Carmen elbows to the jaw. Candace into the cover. I don't know what she hit her with. Candace, no kick out from Blake. Carmen, one arm on Zarya, but Candace, well aware, tried to sneak that one. I just wish we get a little bit of a break point in this match because too much is happening right now. Glamour shot onto Candace. We got more. Everyone's bleeding. Glamour shot though, and everybody there to also break it up. I don't even know. I don't even think anybody's got the advantage. I don't think anybody is the favorite right now. Everyone's just kind of, if you get the right opportunity, if you get the right chance, then just maybe thanks for showing me Candice outside the ring. Carmen, Blake, Fallon, Zarya in. Candice on the apron. As a roll-up here, Fallon has it broken up though, Zarya in. All right, Candice trying to springboard. Okay, I don't know, she missed there. Zarya drops Fallon. I'm actually going to lose my mind. This is actually such a lot to keep a track of. Zarya was walking around with Blake, maybe thought F5, not happening though. Blake out the ring, sidewalk slam from Candice, as Fallon and Candice alone in the ring. This maybe is it. Kitchen sink. Oh, Candice is down, and JC back in to stop her. JC maybe looking to steal it. JC splash in the corner as her down. Oh, Fallon counters boot to the face. 3 girls in the ring, 3 girls outside the ring. Candice has JC. All of them are bruised. There's blood everywhere. What is going on? Everyone's bleeding. Candice has her upside down in the corner. And little backstabber as Fallon now begging for a little bit of mercy here. She just watched what she did to JC, not taking advantage, pushing her into the corner. And Blake, maybe they don't know Blake's in the ring as well. As Fallon is tornado suplex Zarya back in. And Fallon's gonna pin Zarya. She's up on the shoulders of Blake. Oh, they don't know. And JC slides in the ring to see Fallon Henley pick up the win. Blake had Zarya on her shoulder, but her back turned, and JC also couldn't get back in the ring in time. Fallon Henley picks up the U.S. title here. I mean, I can't say anything is really an upset. This could have went to anybody. I mean, hey, I think we have a pretty deep women's division, though. Everyone was viable in that match. Everybody was relevant. Everybody did something. But it's Fallon Henley. I don't know how this is going to play out now that maybe JC Jane has to take a bit of a back seat. 2.5. I'm gonna be honest, kind of got cooked here. It's okay, though. It's okay. I definitely came last this week. 37, 34, 25, 36. Yeah, I came last. It's okay. That's fine. I'll start putting together some bigger stuff. We have 2 weeks till Battleground. And Javon is a little beat up. Javon and Trick rematch. I'm not going to stand... Okay, so they both want to face each other. Julia and Io want to face each other. That will happen. It has to happen. It has to happen within the next 2 weeks. Also, just to help myself out a little bit, I'm just going to use the Birth of Legends again. Oh my goodness, it used it on 2 of the jobbers. Oh my goodness. All right, at least Julia, Io. All right. Okay, it is what it is. Also, we have 3 assets, so we're gonna go and buy the better arena for 100,000. That's what I was waiting for, to try to upgrade the show. I think it's time for us to also make some signings in the men's division as well. Found some cool ones here. Ilya is just sitting around in free agency, so I'm gonna sign him. Also, remember, I do have the power cards that can give me some boosts for contracts. Also, for Gunther, since he is on the show, I'm going to bring Ludwig back. No El Grande. We actually do have the Chad Gable iteration here, but so Gunther can have somebody with him. We'll bring Ludwig in. So, I don't think we're going to watch any matches on this show. This one... very much just kind of, build the storylines up a little bit. So we will have Julia and Io want to face each other. I don't want to blow the one-on-one match now, so we'll make it a tag match. Io challenging Julia and Kiana since they are a partnership, and she's teaming with Bianca, who won the other triple threat. So Io and Bianca are facing each other, presumably at the pay-per-view if we get, we do the match there. And then Fallon and Candice have a feud. Fallon pinned to Candice. Ricky wanted to face Axiom now that he's a heel, so we'll have that. Blake and Carmen started a rivalry, so we'll just kind of let that be a TV rivalry that we'll have. And then the main event, Punk is feuding with Owens. So Owens is going to run into attack Punk to try to leave Sammy by himself to face Gunther and Ludwig. Also, we did meet our commissioner goal. To the Moon is a pretty good card to have, so yeah, I think we were kind of fulfilling all the promises here, doing everything we need to do. We do have, yeah, this is what I was talking about, the contract magnet. So I signed them to like 5-week deals, so I can throw 10 weeks on them. I mean, I hope the tag matches kind of hit. I mean, the main event's pretty star-studded. The women's one, this one's significant for storyline purposes. And Io and Bianca, ahead of their match, are going to be winners. Trick and Javon have some issues, so that's a feud starter there. Fallon and Candice can maybe be the US title feud, because Candice gets a non-title win. Alright, that'll set things up. Carmen Blake, Axiom Ricky. Ricky wins this time, so they're one apiece. Another thing here, level 3, now they're fighting. And Carmen, oh, poor Blake. What's going on here? Carmelo promo, just kind of fill that in. And then a big match here. Sammy and Punk win. 3.5-star. Gunther is hurt. Oh boy. Gunther's out 5 weeks. All right. Guess we're gonna have to push the Sammy Gunther feud to the back burner a bit. That's rough. Okay, good thing we got Ludwig. All right. So my opener was rough. My main event was pretty solid. My mid card was whatever. Definitely, I don't think won this week. 28, 31. I beat Raw. I beat NXT, but I lost the ECW. So I came second that week. That's fine. So I've had second place in 2 weeks. 2 of the 3. We're still at the bottom for now, but it's pretty tight. I mean, it's 4K separating 4th and 2nd. Still have the most money. ECW is doing pretty good, though. We got, I'd imagine, Go Home Show. And, yeah, it's too late for Gunther. You're acting like he died or something. Like, he's fine. Alright, told you I'd get the win. Oh, Bloodline rules? JC, who do you think you are? What? Okay. You know what? Sure. Candice, 2 weeks off. Yeah, get some rest, Candice. Go crazy. Bloodline. How expensive is a Bloodline rules? That's what I'm scared about. What did I just agree to? 48,000. Okay. This is ultimately what I came up with. So the only issue here is Io and Bianca, they are not feuding, because Io's feuding with Julia, but this is the match for the world title, so also it's face versus face, so it's not ideal, but like it's Io Bianca, so still should be pretty good. We're not going to be able to watch it because there's an interference. I'm going to just keep trying to spin the Io Julia stuff. I'm going to hope Io wins the title so we could do Io Julia for the title. I have to full send this Bloodline rules nonsense. Trick wanted a match with Javon. We're continuing Blake and Carmen. Fallon can't do anything with Candice as of right now due to the fact that Candice has taken 2 weeks off. Punk's calling out Kevin. And then all the mid-carders are going to be in a big 6-man tag. Fraxi and Carmelo versus the other heels. So, you know, just try to get everybody involved. It's maybe not perfect, but I'm doing what I can considering I got to do this nonsense Bloodline rules stuff. So, Bianca versus Io. I know it's face versus face, but Io wins. That's good. It was okay, but you know, I had to get that out of the way, so we could do Io versus Julia. Javon, Trick. Okay, we got that feud to level 3, and then tag match here. Blake and Carmen have like a level 4 rivalry already. They got level 4 now. I think there's some stuff going on here, right? Somebody 3 stars, you know, not bad. Level 3 rivalry there, and then Bloodline rules. We're just gonna move through. JC called her shot. She got the Bloodline rules. Rivalry complete. Cool. and end it there. Raw. Oh my. What the heck was going on Raw? 4, 4, 4, 4, 3.5. Oh my goodness. All right, 76,000, 62,000, 53. Oh. Okay, I got cooked that week. I blame JC Jane. What? Wait, I don't even have a champion. You know, I guess we're making JC Jane happy. Sure, if Kevin Owens wants to team with Trick Williams at some point. So we got the pay-per-view now. So we have to do this whole like face each other thing. Oh, well, there's two. So it's Extreme Rules. Immediately increase all rivalries on your brand by 1 level. And then you get 2 pay-per-view matches. Ah, man, that's a little rough. Well, it's gonna be well, not here. Wait. The main matches we're gonna have, because we're gonna try to like win the pay-per-views. That's the thing here. You know, that actually would be really interesting. Hold on. This seems the most fun outcome. CM Punk versus Kevin Owens for the title, with Sammy as the special guest referee. We need to crown a women's champion. Do I just make it... I could do a triple threat. I could do this. Because Julia just keeps messing everything up. And we can make it a... Just go Extreme Rules. I think I'd want to do this so that I can do this and make the match a little bit better. And then for this, Gunther is out. We put Carmelo here. I think Carmelo, he's not doing much right now, but he's one of our most popular. And then for the women here, hey, our women's division is pretty good. So, Blake's only got 35 stamina, but she's our most popular right now. And then Lyra's not doing anything significant. So, I think we do that. Also, what we're going to do is we have a To the Moon, and I think this would be a good time to use it on Kevin Owens to jack up his popularity. So I also used a health spa. I had a bronze health spa. I used it on Ricky since he's going to be, you know, not on the show. We'll confirm that. And this is what we're rolling with for the pay-per-view. So everybody gets... Oh my goodness. All right. So I guess we would spectate. Do we spectate these? Finn and Carmelo. So they chose Finn to team with Carmelo. This gets Roman and ECW. You losers chose Joe Gacy with the worst. He's the worst popularity in the match. I don't think we should. Should we watch it? Does this match move you? We'll sim. We'll sim. We win. Finn and Carmelo get the win. 4.5 stars, and that's big for us. So here's the card where we get 2 matches. Raw. This is Raw's match. So Miles Bourne, Drew McIntyre, non-title Extreme Rules. Drew wins to complete that rivalry, 3.5 stars. Austin Theory calls out our truth. This is Raw's world title match. Kit Wilson, Noam Dar, and Josh Briggs. Josh Briggs is still your world champ. 4.5. Miles Bourne self promo, and then here's our matches. I would assume there's going to be another section where ECW and NXT get theirs. How about Sami Zayn? So I had to come up with something else to do for Sami due to the fact that, well, Gunther's hurt. What more precarious moral dilemma to put somebody in than to have him be the special guest referee for the world title match? Sami Zayn. Oh, he's coming out with full ref attire here as Sami. This is gonna be interesting. So he runs through the gauntlet, beats Gunther, beats Javon Evans, comes up short to his most hated person in the world, Kevin Owens. CM Punk is obviously a little wary of the history there with him and Kevin. At any point, they could just be friends again. At any point, maybe not. Sammy, though, wants to do the morally right thing. Mr. Sammy is never going to be the one to try to screw somebody over, even if it is Kevin Owens, somebody he hates. So morally, what will Sammy do here? He's also, I know Gunther's hurt, but he's got this whole situation with Gunther going on, because Gunther's trying to make his life miserable after beating him in the gauntlet. There's a lot of moving plates here. There's a lot of moving things. He felt like he was screwed out of the world title. He dropped CM Punk with a second stunner after hitting. He hit a pop-up powerbomb, he hit a stunner, and then he dropped him with a second stunner, but the ref was down. And the ref was down for so long that by the time that they were able to count the pin, Punk was able to kick out, and not only that, Punk was able to sneak a roll-up. Not a definitive win. So Kevin Owens feels like he should be the WWE Champion. And now he's kind of caught in this situation where he has to play buddy-buddy with Sami Zayn. He has to maybe even suck up to his best friend, former best friend, because he doesn't want to be screwed over by Sami for the title. That'd be terrible. So now, CM Punk is caught in this drama. He's just sitting here like, hey, I'm the world champion. It doesn't matter if the ref was down. It doesn't matter if it was via a roll-up. It doesn't matter how it had ended, how it happened. Punk is the WWE Champion, and now he's caught in this drama between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and he doesn't want any part of it because he knows at any point, maybe, Sammy's gonna go and mess things up. You know, Sammy, maybe he finds himself wanting Kevin Owens to win the title. Maybe. There's so much that could happen here. Sammy holding up the title. Or maybe the only time that he's ever going to get to hold up a WWE title. Alright. Kevin Owens, CM Punk, Sammy, your referee. As Kevin Owens... I really want to know... Oh my goodness, what the heck? Alright, first like 5 seconds in the match, Kevin Owens' leg was going all weird there. Alright, I think I have the... Oh, I have the free cam on. Oh, look at that. See, I mean, I could do free cam. Like, you could do this. I don't know if this is better. I feel like I'd be giving you guys a headache if I did this. You could zoom in, zoom out. Alright. Owens. Go behind. On Punk. Flip out, lands on his feet. Punk. Roll up from behind. Sammy. Rope break. That's the right call. You can also see, like, you know, not an experienced referee. What happens? This is also due to the fact that, you know, the referee getting taken out last match. You need a real referee here. You need a responsible referee who can do, you know, the right thing here and not get absolutely planted. Kevin Owens into the pin. Sammy, 1. All right. Fair count. Fair count. Oh, no, there we go. All right. Back to the regular count. I don't know if the free cam's really a move. But Sammy, another pin. Owens, down for 2. And Sammy, reasonable count. Kevin, though, this is a match that does have disqualifications. There are countouts, but obviously it will be at Sammy's discretion to enforce that. Maybe he won't want to enforce it. Got a 2 count here on the outside of the ring. Kevin Owens swinging him behind, dropping him on the floor on the outside, and Kevin Owens gonna use this count to his advantage here, and maybe he's daring. Maybe he's daring Sami Zayn. Count me out. See what happens. See what happens as Sammy's trying to get them back in the ring. Punk and Owens. Oh, Punk off the ring post. 5 count, and Punk already busted open. And off the ring post again. 6. And Punk trips up Owens. 7 count. And Punk gets him back into the ring. And it got to an 8 as Kevin Owens maybe used Sammy there a little bit. Sammy kind of got in between them, and Owens came out of nowhere flying in with a clothesline. Punk, oh, back body drop. Owens drops him, and Punk responds pretty quickly. Punch, drop kick, and Kevin Owens down. Punk has him up and pushing him into the corner. No break here, nothing clean between these two. That's a big boo. Kevin into the cover. Sammy is going to count the 2. So far, so good from Sammy as he gets out of the way here. Owens has nothing to be mad at right now, but I bet he'd want Sammy to go hand him that title. I mean, not only would it be bad enough for Sammy to watch Kevin Owens to win that WWE title, imagine if Sammy had to be the one to hand it to him, to raise his hand. Owens decks him with the clothesline, getting Punk up, and Owens is going to go in the spring board. Oh, Punk moves out of the way here. And off the ropes, into the corner. I tried to go for the Shining Wizard knee into the turnbuckle. Takes his head off. And Kevin to the top rope. Punk is down. Oh, it's Swanton Bomb. And no cover. Owens taking his time, and they know what he's looking for. Maybe another stunner. Maybe the move that he felt like should have been Punk already. Stunner! And Punk down. Cover. Punk kicks out at 2. It happened in the gauntlet match. Punk kicked out of a stunner, and it took 2 to potentially get the job done. But obviously, we will never know if Punk would have kicked out, regardless of the referee going down. So he knows he's going to need to do more. He's trying to target that knee. Punk down with the tornado DDT. So that knee that hit the turnbuckle is a rope break. Sammy calls it again. So Punk hit his knee off the turnbuckle, and then Owens was trying to attack that leg. So maybe trying to get him down as Punk got him hooked. Double under hook. Backbreaker. And Punk to the apron. Getting Owens up. You see a little bit of blood on Punk's face. Spring board, clothesline, drops him, and CM Punk has not really gone for many covers, no submissions or anything. Maybe he's a little scared of if Sammy's going to call it fair for him, but he hits it this time around. Go down, and Owens counters the Bulldog after the Shining Wizard in the corner. Now Owens off the ropes, and Punk goes over the top, and Owens, snapped his neck off the ropes. And Owens back to his feet, trying to go for a punch, and Punk missed. Gets back in the ring. Owens has him up, looking for a powerbomb, but Punk punching, gets free, lands on his feet, and CM Punk dodged. Owens, chop, kick, DDT, and a nice little combo to a senton. Offensive flurry. Kevin Owens has been in control. I feel like this match has been 80% Kevin Owens so far. But the big wild card still waiting is Sammy. Will he count that 3 if it comes to it? Because Kevin Owens, I mean, he has also the excuse that he wasn't 100% when he faced Punk the first time. It's Punk with the neck breaker. It's taken a lot out of him. But he has the excuse of saying, I wasn't 100%. Sammy took something out of me along the way. As Punk, another swinging neck breaker, make it 2 in a row. As now Punk trying to measure. Will it be another Shining Wizard? Yes, it will. Step up knee. And Owens counters again. Kevin Owens. I have not seen CM Punk be dominated like this quite that much. As Owens on his shoulder, Punk slips off. Back of the knee. Chops him out. And now Punk to the top rope. Will he be looking for that elbow drop? No. Owens up, Punk readjusts, and back into the ring. As pushing him into the corner, Punk with the counter, has him up! CM Punk, go to sleep! And Kevin got caught! Punk, he knows it's gonna maybe take more than just a single go to sleep to beat Kevin Owens here as Spring Board drops him. Will that be it? Will he go for the pin now? No, maybe he wants a second one. Maybe he wants to put him to sleep one more time. Instead, into the corner. He seems maybe determined to drop him with this Bulldog. As, nope! Punk out of the way! Goes Owens! And a little sloppy springboard there, but curious that Punk did not go for the cover after the go to sleep. Maybe he didn't even want to give Owens satisfaction of kicking out of a GTS. Or maybe he just knows that it wasn't going to matter. He already kicked out of a stunner. Punk, no, he just keeps missing the knee. And DDT. Oh my goodness, Punk, he just keeps on trying to do something that's not working here. Owens at the top, another swanton, just crushing the just the ribs of Punk. Sammy is not going to get the 3 there. Owens, again, a pretty fair count. I'm surprised Owens hasn't thrown a fit yet at Sammy for not giving him a 3 as Owens tossed over the top rope. Out of the ring they go. And will Punk do some damage on the outside, just like Owens did to him? It was Punk that got busted open on the ring post earlier. But now on the outside of the ring, count to 2. Punk doing some kicks there. Oh, Owens responds. Big boo. And trying to go for a diving head, but instead his head just smacked off the ground. And maybe Owens might be dazed. How about a little back breaker? And the count to 5 now. And maybe Punk now daring Sammy. Oh, you're going to count us out? Don't count. No count outs here. To the top rope. As Punk. Splash. Oh, he got his knees up. The count resets though. He got his knees up. And now Owens. It's going to have him. Knee to the back of the neck there. Right in the spine. And they are really spending a lot of time outside this ring. Elbow to the gut. And Punk. Gonna try to get him back inside, maybe. I mean, he's got that champion's advantage, so he doesn't need to. And with the way this match hadn't been going up until this point, oh, he's got the Anaconda Vice in. He's got the Vice. Outside the ring, it doesn't matter, though. The Vice is just to do damage. It's just to torture Kevin Owens. 6 count. And Owens escaping. We're gonna be at 7. Owens, stunner. Owens, stunner on the outside. Can't get it back in the ring, though. Owens in the ring goes Punk. It got to just about an 8 count. Cover now. And for the win, Punk is down. Kevin Owens. He proved it to be true. He said, if I hit you with a second stunner, you weren't kicking out if I had a referee to make the count. Unfortunately for Sami Zayn, he was the referee making the count. And now Kevin Owens has the WWE title, snatches it from Sami Zayn. How about that? Sami has to hand the title to Kevin Owens. And Kevin, in a 5-star match, we move to a very important women's championship match. Because Bianca and Io had their match torn apart. They had their match last week. It was interrupted by Julia. Julia has taken issue with Io since day 1. And even though Io and Bianca fairly earned their title matches, Julia is not allowing herself to be on the outside of the title picture, as the title match ended in a no contest. Now we get a definitive finish here. Io, Bianca, and Julia, triple threat. Bianca coming out now. Again, she's somebody, caught in the middle of this Julia-Io issue. But, I mean, if she can go out, win the championship, peace out, and let Io and Julia take care of their business, I think she'll be more than happy. But I don't know if Julia's going to let it be that simple. I mean, she might start starting issues with Bianca for all we know. As Julia somehow weaseling her way into this match despite not earning it. But you could say maybe she wasn't pinned in her triple threat match. So she feels maybe a little bit more valid to be here right now. Io, Bianca, and Julia. Women's Championship 3-way. And hey, we know how Bianca and Io, how they get down in triple threat matches. I mean, Io, Bianca, Rhea is already special. I mean, they had the Rhea, Io, Naomi triple threat. We've had other triple threat matches. And every single time, girls like Io and Bianca are in the ring together, it is always great. So how is it going to work now that you got somebody who hits harder than, both of them, as Io's already going for Io? Io? What is going on here? They got to fight over a bag. Oh my goodness. Is that a bag of thumbtacks? Are they fighting? What in the world is that? I mean, hey, until we know what's in that bag, I'm just gonna assume it's something messed up. Io, I don't know, she might want to end Julia for good. That's the first thing you did is you go for a bag under the ring? Io up the ropes, and Io flipping on her feet, drop kick, and kip up back to her feet, and Julia with the bag right now, and drop kick. Okay, that camera angle was, oh my goodness. Julia wasn't ready for that, I guess. Now a chair, Io running around the ring, trying to get Bianca, but she stops her before getting hit. Spine buster right on the chair. And now Bianca muscling her up. How about a gorilla press? Will she drop her on the chair? Is she gonna drop her on the chair? Oh no! Oh my goodness! Oh, now, my goodness, this chair is just destroying everybody. Julia dropping her with the Fisherman Buster! And this match is already physical. This is brutal. Oh boy, they're destroying each other. As Bianca now trying to maybe get her into the steps. Bianca striking, Io, kick, punch, kick and punch, one after another. Throwing her across the outside barricade, hitting maybe the opposite one. Yes, she did. And now Io watching from the ground as Bianca is just brutalizing both of them. But Io, okay, back up to her feet out of nowhere. As quick as it gets, rolling through. Kick, chop, punch, and roll through. Foot stomp, Io. I mean, just look how quick she is. But Bianca eventually catches her. She was just moving there. I'm still worried about that bag in the ring. As Julia not letting anything between Bianca and Io go without her. I mean, she is getting involved, breaking everything up, interrupting everything. We got a figure four. Doesn't matter, no falls outside the ring count, so Bianca just gonna let them damage each other. Smart on Bianca, don't interrupt. Just let them take each other out. And maybe the anger and the hatred between Julia and Io is going to be allowed. What gets Bianca this win as Bianca tried to go for a little glam slam. And, okay. Well, a little miscalculation. All right, Io just ate a spear, camps up to her feet, gets Bianca in the ring. All I'll say is they are hitting each other hard. I heard that bag. I heard the bag. What's going on? Bianca's got the bag. A table? Where did the table come from? She just threw it at her. I just heard it get oh, there's thumbtacks. We got thumbtacks in the ring. And now a ladder. What? Bridging the ladder? What the heck are these girls doing? Okay, maybe I was valid to make them the main event. Oh my goodness. They're destroying each other. A little backbreaker there, Bianca. We gotta pay attention to Io. Io, I see you creeping behind on the camera there. As back in the ring they go. They got the thumbtacks there. Please be careful. Oh, did she land? Did she land? Okay, she did not land, but a spear. Okay, this is getting real dangerous. They're right on the thumbtacks. Io, Bianca, this was not her idea to introduce the thumbtacks, though. She is just a bystander in this. She may have, dumped them out, but it wasn't her who wanted this. Oh, I think she missed the tacks, though. Spine buster. Julia slides back in. Yeah, she might have caught a couple of them, but it wasn't directly onto him. And no, Io, they're really just avoiding them. Like, they haven't been slammed directly on them. This is going to be bad. If Julia misses this top rope move, okay, again, she's just shy of the thumbtacks. Oh my goodness, they keep missing them just barely. Bianca's wedging a chair in the corner. Forearm. Oh, Bianca. Oh no, it's Julia. Okay. Dude, she glam slammed her onto them. That was about to be crazy. I'm worried. Who's going to get planted on them? Who's going to eat it? And Julia, oh, she gonna go for a little, like, flinching. Like, it's so close every time. Is that another bag? Okay, Bianca said, you want to mess around and do thumbtacks? I'll one-up you. Let's do more. What are you doing, Bianca? Table in the ring, as if this isn't enough. Bianca said, I'll match that energy, I guess. You want to bring them in? I'll amp it up. I'll double it. Now elbows. They're just playing in between two piles of thumbtacks. Bianca with the punch back. Io standing in a precarious situation. As now, oh my goodness, don't suplex her onto, okay, driving her into the corner. Oh no. Wait, oh my goodness. I know what she was going for. As Julia has her hooked in. Oh, leg drop. Bianca just crushed the back of her neck. Bianca? How many are you allowed to grab? What? How many are you allowed? As Julia has got her pump handle, spin out, slam! What in the world, man? Why are you allowed to grab a third bag? That ladder's still bridged there. That's a concern as well. Julia has a brain buster. All right. This is ridiculous right now. She's going to move her towards the ladder, isn't she? Nope, back in the ring. All right. I feel like just whoever goes through those thumbtacks, it just might be wraps for them. And Julia, no back body drop. They just keep missing them. As Io, forearm drops her. As she's going to go grab the chair that was wedged. Bianca put it there. Oh, Julia! Oh, no! Julia! Oh, my God! It's under the thumbtacks! Julia! Oh, Io kicks out! Oh, my goodness. So, Io and Julia have eaten thumbtacks. Io, I mean, I think she landed... she's, like, right next to them. Bianca, do not powerbomb her onto them. Okay! Face first. Io, oh my goodness, she's fast. Like, I keep saying that, but like, my goodness. Bianca's the only one who hasn't gotten just drilled onto thumbtacks. And, oh no. Oh no. Io, she's laying down on him! That's gonna hurt both of you! And Bianca probably got a knee full of attacks. And now Io, this is just a, oh my God, I think I see attack in Io's body. As Bianca leaps over, drops her. Oh no! Bianca, I didn't expect you to get more. Yes, there's a bunch of that. Bianca, stop. Bianca, stop. Please stop. More! She's dumping them on Julia! This is ridiculous. Okay. Io, look at her back. Look at Io's back. Oh no. Julia has some too. And Bianca, she's been relatively unscathed given how many tacks are in the ring. Io over the top rope. And Bianca, is she gonna suplex her? She's walking around, marching, and dropping her. Kip up. Bianca is running this match. Julia down. Cover. Julia kicks out at 2. And no amount of piercings in her body that were not her decision to make is going to stop her. Same with Io. We got a nice close-up there of Io's back with just full of attacks. It's going to be a fun night picking those out. No. Oh. She tried to whip her, and then they both dodged the whip. Were thumbtacks not enough? You gotta use the braid too? As Julia not able to hit that fastball punch to the face, and Bianca hits one instead. I mean, kendo stick? Yeah, why not? We've used everything. Kendo stick, a chair. No one's gone through the table. No one's gone through the ladder, at least. That's a positive. Io getting chased. Julia is gonna run back to get more. How many are you actually allowed in this game? Okay, she missed the tax, but now Koji clutch on Bianca, broken up. How many bags of thumbtacks are you allowed to get? Bianca has her up, and Bianca fighting with Julia. Is it finally time for Bianca to feel it? No, she counters. She keeps avoiding it. She keeps avoiding devastation. And oh, Bianca and their faces clumped together. And got her up. Spinning. Slam. And that's going to be a little bit of foul. Oh no, she's pouring more. Io's got more. Please. How many? No, Io. Toss the other way. Julia kind of got the worst of that. My goodness. Like, this is ridiculous. Bianca kicks, punch. Oh, she's got her up. Oh my goodness, no. Power bomb! And she's measuring. Io's up, though. Io's up. Io stops the KOD. For now, at least. How is Io still up? Bianca onto the ladder. And now Julia and Io are alone. In the ring, Bianca laying on the ladder. Julia sent flying up the ring. Io. She's calling for the moonsault. No. Okay. Bianca. Oh my goodness. She avoided it just barely. Chair now as Bianca stopped. Io, if Bianca was on that ladder for another couple of seconds, that was about to be ridiculous. Chair? Oh my goodness, she rolled out of the way, but Io stomping her again. Kick as Bianca, I don't, like, she's still the one very much, like, in control. She's the one who's taken the least of the thumbtacks, and she's the one who's also been absolutely just planting people into them. Julia and Io, their backs are destroyed as Julia looking to maybe get back in the ring. There's no weapons there. You got an LED board. You got a table over there. You gonna maybe go grab that? No more thumbtacks, please. They're gonna meet each other on the other side. Io and Julia. That's kind of the main thing here. They just cannot get enough of. Oh my goodness! She threw a chair at her, Bianca. Oh my goodness! Bianca! She just flung that chair at her. This is ridiculous, man. Hey, this better get 5 stars too. This is one heck of a main event. And no one has been able to stop Bianca, and due to everybody just, I don't know, man, like, what's it gonna take? What's it gonna take? I mean, we already watched Io take a KOD onto thumbtacks, and because Julia was still there, she wasn't able to end it. Julia, okay, Io might be dying. Io might be dying. Brain Buster, and the cover. Bianca, can she break it up? No. And she's just basking in the thumbtacks. Basking in the thumbtacks is Julia. This is the most Julia thing I've ever seen. Rolling around in thumbtacks with the world title being presented to her. Yeah, you know what? Valid champion. Julia holds it high. That was awesome. That was a lot, too. We got floating thumbtacks in the ring. That's cool. I mean, yeah, I think we did a pretty good job with the 2 matches that we got for the pay-per-view. As that one, 4.5. So we got a 4.5 and a 5-star. No boost in the rivalry there. So yeah, there is the second half where the other 2 brands get to do their thing. Becky and Tiffany still fighting. I would have to imagine this is it. Rivalry complete, 4.5. So any 5-star matches on this card other than what we've had? Tozawa and Otis win, 4.5. Otis injured 11 weeks. Oh no. Brutal. New Day versus Orton and Priest still. New Day win. 4 stars. Charity promo. And then the main event. For some reason, non-title. Uncle Howdy's about to get hurt. They win. Rivalry complete. Uncle Howdy out for 3 weeks. Alright. So I think we did the best here. And now, they put Kairi in. Kairi's only got 47 popularity. Wendy Chu's only got 49. Sol Ruka's going to be the issue here. But can we go and double up? Match losers lose additional morale. The winner of the match gains all the morale lost by the losers. So whoever wins this match is going to be very happy. We have 2 representatives, and we have 2 of the 3 highest popularity people. Can we sweep the pay-per-view? Blake Monroe, thank you, she got hurt, but we'll take the win in the pay-per-view. We won the opener, we won the main event, we put up the only 5-star match, and we had a 4.5. I mean, we had to have won. There's no way we didn't. 109,000 fans for Raw. 140 for SmackDown, 108 for NXT, 120 for ECW. Yeah, so we climb all the way up to number 2. That's what I was waiting for. You know I took it a little slow to start, but you win the pay-per-views. That's the big thing. We put up the best pay-per-views. Got Julia and Kevin Owens as champions. Awesome. Raw's got Josh Briggs as the world champion. So now we can make trades. This is interesting. So I'm being offered a trade. So you could trade power cards as well. I don't want to do this because Rusev's cool and all. Rusev's really mad. Rusev's cool and all, but they want me to also give up 100K. So they want... We're going to decline that. I don't want Berto and Grayson Waller. Trade declined. Berto and Escobar for what? No, I don't want Santos Escobar in a Berto. Go away. We got money in the bank in 4 weeks. My Talon is on the up and up. We'll make sure this victory sweep. Okay, yeah, we're happy. Your show topped the charts. How'd you manage to pull that off? Adam, think I'm gonna tell you? I'm the best. Mess with me. Ricky Saints. I'm clearly the best superstar in SmackDown. I imagine the crowd is getting bored. I need a bigger test. One that suits my superior skills. I want to go up against both Zayn and Frazier. I want to... And I don't mean in a tag match. I want a triple threat or a fatal 4-way. Sure, I guess. Book a match for me. I feel like I'm the fall guy every week. Yeah, poor Lyra. I am not going to work with you, Fallon. I don't think I should be doing that. All right, shakeups. Shakeups are awesome. So we get a little boost. Every brand gets one, but we get a little boost here. Fan favorites gain morale, and rule breakers gain. Okay, that's actually not bad. 5 popularity for rule breakers. Giant superstars lose more stamina for matches, but increase the popularity. All superstars in the match by 3. Okay, TLC matches are free, but participating stars lose more stamina. So this is like a give and take. This is a give and take. I have Gunther, but Gunther's hurt. And it's only for 5 weeks. Gunther's still out for a couple of weeks. And then fan favorites gain morale, rule breakers gain popularity. I think that's probably the safest one to do. Morale. Yeah, a bunch of morale here, and popularity going up. Here's what I ultimately put together. So I had to push that fatal 4-way back because of the Ricky demand for a 4-way and triple threat or whatever against Zayn and Waller. So I did this just because I had to. But in substitution, we're going to do Fallon versus Candice, last woman standing. And the match that I think I want to watch is this. So we haven't crowned women's tag team champions yet. And how about now, Julia and Kiana versus Bianca and Io. I think they fought in a tag match before, and Bianca and Io won, but now Bianca and Io are beat up. Io's probably still got thumbtacks in her face. And Julia's the champion, so we can give Julia an opportunity to maybe even be a double champ. Injuries are potential here as well. I'm well aware of that, but that's the risk we take. Johnny Ilya, JC Lyra. Lyra's demanding she win her next match, but, like, I can't guarantee that. I guess I could use a fixed match on her, but, like, nah. Carmelo's kind of been waiting to do something. He won at the pay-per-view for us. So I am going to have him and Kevin Owens face. Punk is really beat up, 13 stamina. We're going to have him just have a promo. Carmen, I have to keep that feud going, but I'm going to have to try to get her popularity up as well. And then Trick Williams and Javon Evans have a level 2 feud. So 2 title matches and continuing and starting some new stuff. We're not going to have thumbtacks. There are DQs. There are no chairs, no tables, no none of that stuff. And we get to see Julia make her attempt at becoming a double champion here. So she's already got the women's world title. And now her and Kiana can maybe go and try to win themselves a little bit of tag gold. Bianca's got to be out of it. Yeah, she's got to tag out. Io probably have to finish this one out on her own. Drop kick. And now it's Julia doing the heavy lifting in this match, as they're not letting her tag Kiana back in. Julia going for the moonsault. Oh, it was Io going for the moonsault, I should say, on Julia. She hit it this time around. And back outside the ring they go. Now getting Julia off the ring post. And Io, Meteora, 5 count on the outside. Will this title match have a definitive finish? 6, and into the ring goes Julia. Io follows into the pin, and is it enough? Kiana breaks it up. So Kiana now, both of them have had pins broken up. Io delivering strikes, stunning her off the ropes, and Julia, that was an interesting counter there, but she got the kicks off. Io, oh, caught the one kick, not the second. Io still on her feet, but rolls to the side. Hurricanrana, and Julia, these two are just so evenly matched right now, as Io to the top rope, looking for it, over the moonsault, and Julia down, as into the pin, for the second title to be taken away. Julia pinned by Io. Bianca and Io win the tag titles, and Io stops her from winning her second championship. So, you know, Io wants that world title though, and now they have both pinned each other. So you can definitely imagine that less than 100% for all of them, all involved except Kiana, all of them are less than 100%, but they gave it as much as they could, and we have new women's tag team champions. Io has won, but at what cost? She is out 2 weeks. Okay, that's doable. Carmelo calls out Kevin Owens. We have Ilya and Johnny in this match. Ilya wins. No like feud or anything started here. Punk promo. JC Jane versus Lyra. And Lyra does get the win that she really wanted. Carmen promo. Nothing, unfortunate. This is to progress the Axiom rivalry. Ludwig Kaiser with the win. Interesting. And Trick Williams versus Javon Evans, level 3. And U.S. title match for simming this one, as Fallon Henley retains in a 3.5 star match. So this show was okay. Yeah, 3.5 was tied for the best opener. 3.5 was tied for the best main event. So us and ECW went at it there. 33 for ECW, 26 for NXT. 27 for us, so actually lost to Raw. We had a better opener and main event, but I guess the middle portions were just that lackluster. You know, I didn't get to do the show I fully wanted to due to the fact that Ricky Starks was out here making demands, but is what it is. I think Ludwig should stay. For 35K. Yeah, you know what? I'll keep Ludwig around. And I will keep Ilya around. What do you mean? Did I not do the... Did I... Carolina Reaper, are you okay? Yesterday, Matrix made a fool of herself in public. I won't bore yourself with the details, but we're giving her a 2... What did Donna Matrix do to get suspended? Wait, what did I mess up? A triple threat... Oh. I read it wrong. It was Frazier, not Waller. Oh. I mean, I couldn't have done the Fatal 4-Way I wanted to do anyway, but it is what it is. Okay. Yeah, someone's gonna call me out for being dumb there. Valid dumb moment for me. But we can do the U.S. title Fatal 4-Way now. Our card is set up, so these are the only people we aren't using. I really need Bianca and Punk to be better. I think I'm gonna give Punk the week off fully, and I'll use Health Spa on Bianca so she can rest up, and Punk can kind of eat the loss there. So, you know, you have to do a lot of repeat matches sometimes. I'm running back Candice and Fallon due to the fact that they do still have a big rivalry here. Now, I could do something to maybe end the rivalry. Resolves any rivalries, gaining an additional 1,000 fans. Okay, yeah, like Steel Cage is kind of what we're going to go for here. So, we'll end the rivalry there between Candice and Fallon, one more match. Sammy and Gunther, I have to keep rebuilding that one because Gunther's still hurt. Axiom's in the 4-way, keep the Ricky feud going. Julia is gonna, you know, just brag about injuring EO. Johnny promo. This is a rivalry. We're just gonna have this in the background. Kevin Owens wanted to team with Trick Williams, so I promised him that. Kevin and Carmella will be in a match against each other, but it's a tag match. Kiana Zaria, something little on the side. And then our ladder match, U.S. title 4-way that we have been building to as well. I'm going to sim this one again. I'll watch the Fatal 4-way. But to close things out, will Candice finally capture the U.S. title? Yes, she will. And it's a 5-star match. But Candice got hurt. I'll take that trade. 5-week injury, but a 5-star match on TV is sick. So we'll take that. JC Lyra. We're just kind of building that up. JC, so now they've beaten each other once. Level 4, nice. So we'll have that next week. Tag match. I don't know if this will get their feud up. Owens and Trick win. 3.5, pretty good. Julia, level 4. This might start a feud. I'm fine if this is a feud on TV. Kiana wins. It does, so that's the worst match of the show. Johnny, 1 popularity. There's the respect for that one. I know there wasn't, like, rivalries and stuff, but it was fun. We had a 5-star match, though, so I think we should be good for this week. 5-star match. 2.5 was the worst main event, but we also had the best single match, and our mid-card had the best. We had the best, tied for the best mid-card match. 26K, 34K, 29, 37. ECW, man. All right. So we are still in second, but ECW's pulling away a little bit here. All right. You know, Punk's kind of been on the back burner since losing his title. You know, I'm not going to rush him into anything. I'm also trying to get his stamina back up while also keeping him on the show and keeping him popular. So that's what we got here. Gunther comes back in a week, so he will be back to have the big match with Sammy. I'm going to try to get it to level 3. Kevin and Carmelo are going to have their title match soon. And now that the U.S. title match has happened, I can do the other feuds, which are Javon and Trick, level 3. Carmen wanted a match. We'll keep the JC Lyra stuff going. We'll have this be like, hey, EO got taken out. Bianca now needs to find a new tag partner temporarily for a week. Zaria just kind of happens to be here. Number 1 contender for the U.S. title. Future shot down the line, just kind of through the rest of the guys who don't have anything in there. Maybe see who kind of comes out on top. And then level 4 rivalry, Axiom, Ricky Saints. Axiom immediately has to defend his U.S. title against the guy who he's been, you know, feuding with for a little bit in Ricky Saints. It's an Extreme Rules match as well. Javon Evans, Trick Williams. Match that's kind of been waiting to happen. Javon Evans with the win. Level 4, so we can run that again. Level 2 here. Carmen wanted to get back in the ring, and Carmen gets a win. Cool. I knew that match probably wouldn't be all that great, but it is what it is. No boost there. Bianca, Julia, please don't get hurt. It's a tag match, so I'm just hoping they stay okay. 3 stars, we'll take it. Gunther, Sammy, level 3. Number 1 contender, future title match. It's going to Ludwig Kaiser. Kaiser Dragunov. I mean, hey, that could be fun TV matches. Punk, 2,000 fans, and big title match. Axiom will keep his title. 4.5 stars. Feud didn't end, so we can run that back again. All right, we had the best opener, the single best mid-card match, and the best main event. So this should be our week. 24, 28, 29, only barely beat NXT. Only barely won. Still in second for now. All right, we're in Boston. I can get it. It's like, I'd say it's $2,000. Oh yeah, Carmelo home. Oh, Carmelo title match in his home. We just got word that Gunther and Sammy got into an unsanctioned backstage brawl. Sammy was injured, and no, this match is never gonna. Gunther is making Sammy's life hell. Gunther is becoming oh my goodness. I can refund. I could fire Gunther right now and get all of my money back. No, this feud needs to happen. That's probably why he's acting out. Your superstars. Yeah, okay. That's crazy. So the feud we're still not going to get to see it. I'm trying to get more money here because I want to get the wrestling center. 150K. We have 220. So I am going to go into a little bit of financial hurt here, but the show costed 30K. Here's what I put together. Javon and Trick will have last man standing. They're a level 4. I'm going to give Punk and Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller's got still good stamina, and he's been getting steadily more popular. So I'm going to give him a little Punk feud. I'm going to try to get Carmen and Blake to level 3. I kind of chucked everyone in here. Lyra's feuding with JC, Io, Julia, Bianca, all that stuff. Kiana and Zarya are going to be a TV feud. They have a level 1. Ludwig and Ilya will keep that going. Carmelo and Kevin will try to maximize that ahead of their world title match, where Carmelo is going to be the face in his hometown of Boston. And I'm going to purchase the big time, or the wrestling center. Show quality goes up by 3%. We double the capacity, and the ticket price is better. So this is kind of, we're going to take some losses now, but it's going to be for a long-term gain to make more money. So I'm going to watch the world title match, of course, but we'll let this one ride out, see who wins this. And Trick Williams in a rivalry complete 4-star match. That's all right. Punk and Grayson got a new rivalry. Hopefully no one gets hurt here. I know we're riding a little dangerous. Good, 3-star, no one hurt. No boost to the rivalry. Zarya Kiana, it's a good matchup stylistically. And Zarya wins 2 stars, that's alright. Rivalry level 3. Ilya Ludwig, both specialists. Ludwig loses to Ilya. Okay, we'll see. Maybe we could do a little triple threat US title action. Carmelo Hayes and Kevin Owens are level 4. We got ourselves a title match here in Boston, the home of Carmelo Hayes. He has got his chance to win the world title in his home. Will Kevin Owens play spoilers here? Or will Carmelo Hayes raise the title high in his homeland? Carmelo Hayes. I love Carmelo Hayes so much. One of my favorites, so had to get him on the brand, had to get him, you know, into the world title picture. As Hayes, yeah, I mean, obviously he's going to be the one everyone's rooting for. But can Kevin Owens, who ended Sami Zayn's dreams, who took out CM Punk, thoroughly, like in that pay-per-view match, I don't want to say dominated, but gave him some work. Now take out Carmelo Hayes. I mean, Kevin Owens is playing the role of spoiler the heartbreaker right now, beating Sammy, beating up Punk, and now you got a chance to end somebody's hopes in their hometown. And the world title match underway. as Carmelo and Kevin going at it immediately. Kevin using that brawl and punching. It's going to be Owens trying to keep Carmelo Hayes from flying off the top, but Kevin Owens can do the flying as well. And a springboard immediately. He's going to try to outdo Carmelo Hayes at every which way. Because that's, you know, at this point in time, it's probably what kind of Kevin Owens we're getting right now. We're getting a very angry Kevin Owens, you know? We're not getting the happy jokester Kevin. Apparently in this GM mode, we're getting literally the worst human being ever, Kevin Owens. That's a springboard drop kick from Carmelo Hayes. Knee to the face. And Carmelo, will he have the, what was the capacity? Like, did I say 10,000 for us or whatever? Will the capacity crowd will Carmelo to victory? Senton Owens. Carmelo gets back up pretty quickly. As now go behind, chose for the German, and Carmelo reverses with one of his own. Nice strength from Melo. And flexing a little bit. He got him up. All right. So Carmelo's gonna have the advantage in momentum, gonna have the advantage in the energy. He got the sign out there. Melo don't miss. He's into the pin. 2 kick out Owens, but an early 2 count. As yeah, Carmelo going to, you know, take his time a little bit, but I think you got to stay on top of Owens a little bit because he could have immediately lost the momentum there. Owens is going to have him thrown over the top rope, punch to the face. Carmelo hangs on. He's hanging on still, fights back, and Melo into the ring, did not leave. As Owens was trying to knock him off the apron, now a little test of strength. The referee gets bowled over, and impressively, Carmelo is going to kind of win that little test of strength. You wouldn't have expected that from Hayes, as they're going to have a German Owens counter, and has him up on his shoulders, carrying him to the corner. Snake Eyes! And Owens regains control, seemingly pop-up powerbomb, but Carmelo, I don't care about your pop-up powerbomb, I'm right back up. And Hayes, impressive there to not even be phased. And he's doing his thing, he's doing the little, he's doing his thing. As Hayes got a hurricane, no face planted on the mat. We'll tilt-a-whirl face buster into the steps. No Owens. It gets stopped there. I don't know what that was, but now Carmelo thrown into the barricade. And champion advantage, obviously, for Owens. This is a standard regular match, so it would benefit Owens to maybe leave with a count out here. Try to escape Carmelo. 6 count. Is it going to be a just disappointing finish here? And throw it again, 7 count. Kevin Owens trying to win by count out, maybe. 8. Hayes back in right at about 9. And he went for the kick, but he missed it. Stunner! Stunner! Owens down! And a kick out from Hayes. And Hayes not being put down by a stunner. All right, Carmelo's got some life here. Kick to the face of Owens and out front. Oh, my front drop kick. As Hayes to the second rope. Measuring Owens and being quite the distance to have to jump from the second rope. But I think he's got it. Arm drag. As now back to the feet. Owens goes into the corner. Owens elbow to the side of the head on Hayes. As he'll have him up. Hayes lands on his feet and inverted DDT. Maybe gonna look for one of those heavy hitting moves as Carmelo Hayes into the corner. Face first off the turnbuckle. There you go. Carmelo plants him down. And he might be in position. I think Melo wants to take his shot. Carmelo Hayes taking a shot. Oh, God. And Owens, he caught him with the powerbomb. I mean, hey, he does a pop-up powerbomb, but Carmelo Hayes popped himself up in the air, and Owens drilled him to the mat. Carmelo kip up, drop kick though. Owens was ready for anything he had, and will that be it for Owens and Hayes? Stunner! Stunner! Owens for the win! Kevin Owens beats Hayes in his hometown. And Carmelo Hayes had his chance. He took his shot. And Owens blocked it. I mean, that was just... Caught him out of the air with the power bomb. That was what did it. That was it. And Carmelo Hayes, I mean, hey, valiant effort from him. I don't know if we're quite done here yet between these two, but Owens now has broken the hearts of another hopeful star. As that one, Rivalry complete. Yep, 4.5 stars. I feel like we should have won this week. 4-star best opener. And 4.5. There was another 4.5 from ECW. Can ECW back off? Doing too much right now. 58,000. 59,000 for us. 65 for NXT. And we lost. We came third in that week. Oh my goodness. All right. ECW's got way too much of a lead here. Well, Money in the Bank time. So here we go. I hope I've done a good job. Okay, you didn't want to be here. All right. Donna still wants to be here. You know what, Donna? You had your one match. Get out of here. Book me in a no-holds-barred match for... What? They show her the next one. Sure. A match against Johnny would be perfect. Sure. EO. This is not the good time. No, this is EO. I love you, but this is not a good time. Not a good time. EO. Not a good time. All right. Money in the Bank. Oh my goodness, it's literally... Wow, the match is literally Money in the Bank. You get 100K for winning. And since we're second place, we don't get a... Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Us and ECW are at a real disadvantage here, money-wise. We got a... what I'm actually going to do for Money in the Bank, if one of my wrestlers wins Money in the Bank, I'm going to treat it as if they won Money in the Bank, like legit, like they have a contract. So, I think that'd be kind of fun to do it like that. So here's what we're going with. Hey, we're spending a lot of money on the show. So, we're going to put Carmelo Hayes in the Money in the Bank. Because, like, feasibly, I guess we could put Kevin Owens, but, like, I'm going to treat this as if this is, like, Money in the Bank and, like, not put the champion in. I could put Punk in, which maybe would be better. Maybe it would be better to put Punk in Money in the Bank. But I think for fun of, you know, like the story, the narratives we got going on right now, I think Carmelo would be better. The 2 title matches we're doing, we're going to cap off Axiom and Ricky Saints with a Steel Cage US title match. Sammy Gunther. Sammy's back. Gunther's still out for another week. We'll probably have to do the match next week. Blake's back, and she's going to... I think actually we'll do it the other way around. For a reason here. I messed up. I think we're going to do it the other way around because main event we're putting Blake in the Money in the Bank. She won the other one for us, so can she by herself go and win Money in the Bank? And then our big match, the one that we're going to really key in on here. The reason I couldn't have EO take a break is because we got the big match. EO, Julia, no holds barred. So the loser of a no holds barred match instantly is injured for a week. I'm anticipating injuries, and besides, these people are not wrestling next week regardless, so I'm fine if the loser's out for a week. The issue is if we sustain a major injury for one of the two. All right. Money in the Bank. We could really use 100K. Oh my goodness. So, Apollo Crews is in it. Uncle Howdy's the ECW representative. Drew McIntyre. Roman is a champion. JD is, I think, the mid-card or tag champ. All the belts look the same. I don't know what's going on over there, but I know Roman's the main champ. So These bums put Roman in a Money in the Bank. Best believe this game is not realistic because no way Roman's working a Money in the Bank match, especially as a world champion. I think it's gonna be fun though. Like I said, if Carmelo wins or Blake wins, I am gonna treat this as if they won Money in the Bank, like legitimately, and they're gonna like have a like I'll figure out how I want to go about it, but like I'll have them legit be, you know, Money in the Bank winners. So Carmelo Hayes, coming off his loss to Kevin Owens, now has to go and start at the bottom and climb back up to try to win Money in the Bank. This is quite the group. This is quite the lineup for Money in the Bank. I don't know how to feel about it, but here we go. Already we got 3 ladders in the ring. The match just started and we're already putting 3 ladders in the ring. I mean, you already seen how things went with the first 6-person match that I did. It was hard to keep track of everything. At least there won't be pinfalls here. It's just going to simply be climbing the ladder. I hope these don't take 7 years to do. Roman drops Apollo Crews as Uncle Howdy in the ring. Roman taking care of business, and now already throwing the 1-up. All right, sick. He's just Apollo fighting back. Carmelo, meanwhile, dealing with Drew McIntyre. Okay, Apollo, chill. Just let him know, I guess. Drew in the ring, leaning the ladder up, and okay, well, they're really keying in on this Roman Apollo Crews stuff. They really want me to see it. As McDonough, Hayes outside, Howdy, Drew inside the ring. The only 2 in the ring right now. As they'll go a little Russian leg sweep, the arm is trapped behind the back, and now JD McDonough, I see him over there looking at like maybe dismantling the tables. No, I don't think he did. Carmelo gets back in the ring. Drew, Howdy, and Howdy off the ropes. Drew, spine buster, and Carmelo Hayes now thrown over the top rope by McDonough. And Drew, McDonough slammed! Oh, on the ladder that moved. Almost got slammed on that round. Almost got slammed on the ladder, but Poison Rana from McDonough. I think he just went for a Claymore, but that was kind of sick, to be honest. He dodged the Claymore and just hit him with the little shit. JD McDonough, I didn't know you got that in you. Roman, though, delivered shoulder tackles to Carmelo. Drew, not happy with what JD did. He's going to powerbomb him outside the ring. We didn't see that. We didn't get to see it, but we know it happened. Or we can pretend it didn't. I don't know. JD, though, DDT. He was able to recover from that powerbomb quite a bit. Mandible claw in the ring. And Howdy's now choked out. Roman. Every time, first 48. I was going to say, every time the camera flips, something else is going on the other side of the ring. And, all right, you're going to calm down a bit, guys? Calm down a bit. Into the corner. Howdy. Drew back in with a kendo stick. And he's whacking JD. JD steals it. Hits Drew. And a first 48 onto Roman. And Claymore. Drew drops JD. And he wants JD right back up again. And he's maybe going to throw him up the ring. Yeah. Out he goes. Toss him out like he's trash. Howdy to the top. On the ladder. Drew the only one to stop him. And Drew, he's going to try to push him off here. Howdy, he had maybe a chance at that briefcase. Apollo, though, did help out. And we're down right now with 3 guys in. Drew is going to fling Roman into the ladder. And Carmelo Hayes, Drew McIntyre. Oh, Drew takes him out with the clothesline. Him and Roman on their feet. But Roman is stunned. Drew to the top. Drew McIntyre. He's got his chance, but he was too slow. Roman pulls him down. Drew had a chance if he was a bit quicker. As roll through, power him up and taking him down. It's going to be really difficult. We're going to have to, there's still a women's one to watch. We have to figure out, oh my goodness, can this match not go 7 years? I was so scared of these like 6-man matches or 5 or 6 people. So difficult to get a pin, so difficult to get enough space to go and grab that briefcase, as we're only here hoping We have one guy in it. We have one representative. We're just hoping Carmelo Hayes is able to take care of business here as Apollo Crews gets the moonsault after the gorilla press. And now he's got a battle with Drew. That Roman interferes. He busted a kendo stick over both their heads. Carmelo Hayes is really mad about something. I don't know what. But he's mad about something. We got 3 ladders outside the ring. Howdy and Roman. And oh, a spear. Roman missed. Knee to the face. And Howdy measuring Roman. Oh, drop kick. And we're going to see mandible claw. Mandible claw on Roman. Drew. He's climbing. Drew. He's going to, I think Howdy's going to stop him. Yeah, Howdy stopped him. I'm surprised there's like, they never climb the opposite side with them, it feels like, as that's going to be a little cutter there from Carmelo to the outside, and Drew once again clears house. Once again, Drew, he's had so many tries at it, and I think he's finally alone. Jimmy drops Carmelo. What are you doing, Drew McIntyre? Oh, the left. What are you doing, Drew? And now Howdy to the top, and Apollo, and Howdy, and Roman are there. Now Apollo, I think he's gonna climb. Oh no, guys, get Apollo! Look out! Apollo's grabbing! Apollo! Oh! I literally think the next person to touch that briefcase might have it. That's going to be... Oh, wow. Onto the stairs. When did the stairs get in the ring? Superman punch missed. As Uranagi onto Roman. I really think like the next person to go up there might win this. As Roman out the ring he goes. You gotta start thinning out this ring. You can't have everybody in here. We got 5 in. Cruz gets JD almost out, and Carmelo fighting to stay in. Carmelo is gonna land on the apron, and Hayes fighting his way back in. Hayes with the elbow drop. Nice job from Carmelo, but it looks like it might not matter. Drew rolls out. Now we have 4 in the ring. Roman's back onto his feet. And he's loading something up. As we got McDonough on his shoulders. Oh my God! Oh my God! What in the world? Did that even hurt Howdy more? Dude, man, this is never gonna end. Drew, he's saying no. I don't know what he's saying no to. As, oh, simultaneously, we have 2 guys leaving and then a devil inside. All right, Drew rolling out. Oh, no, Roman takes him out. We have just now Roman and Howdy. But Roman's going to win. No, Roman's going to win. Roman wins. He's got it, doesn't he? Oh, of course, Roman wins. Lame. Boo. We still have another one. JD McDonough and Roman got hurt. Double injury. Roman was NXT. Yeah, Roman out for 4 weeks. McDonough, yeah, that makes sense. Uncle Howdy not being hurt is crazy, though. All right, we have mid-card Roman Randy for the ECW mid-card title. Braun Randy. Braun wins, is the champ. Randy hurt, 4-star match. Alright. And then the ECW main match is the New Day and Nakamura versus Nakamura Jerry Sweat. Or Sweet Sweat? Jerry Sweat! New Day wins. Well, ECW, they're on top right now, but not a good pay-per-view outing from them. NXT, they got the first Money in the Bank. Hendry versus Brutus Creed in a tables match, 4 stars. Dawkins, alright. Inamura and Tongaloa, Falls Count Anywhere. Alright, that's 3 stars. And a Joe Hendry promo. And then here's ours. We're gonna simulate this one. This one's gonna be a feud ender. Saints and Axiom. Ricky Saints takes home the US title in a 4.5-star match. Sammy, Gunther, level 4. We're finally gonna get that match eventually. And then the match we're here waiting for. No holds barred. Julia Io. Oh, wait, the pay-per-view's in Japan. I didn't even see that. Oh, this is sick. We have a Japan pay-per-view? Money in the Money in the Bank, the apron says it's in Los Angeles, but it says it's in Japan. Julia, Io in Japan, even better. Let's go crazy, guys. Io, one half of the tag team champions, and how we got to this point. Io, Bianca both earned their rightful match as a #1 contendership for the women's world title. Julia just absolutely blew everything up, inserted herself into a match she had no business being, won the triple threat by pinning Io. Io and Bianca then teamed up to take on Julia and Kiana James. And, well, they won the tag team championships as a result of that, but it wasn't without its losses. Julia injured Io for a couple of weeks, but now Io back from injury, still holding her tag team championship, and now tied at 1 apiece. It is time for the big, rubber match, I guess, because Io pinned Julia to win those tag titles. Now you can maybe argue it was a little too close removed from their triple threat match with Bianca, so nobody was 100%. But Julia was stopped from becoming a double champion, and now it is up to Io to try to take away that main championship and maybe give herself her opportunity to be a double champion instead. Our Smackdown main event for the pay-per-view is going to get underway, and after what happened when Bianca was involved, I'm scared. Will Thumbtacks find themselves rearing their ugly head again? Io is going to get him a drop kick and kipping up to her feet, but yeah, we already seen enough brutal stuff from these two. I'm worried. Will this be I won't say straight up match since it is no holds barred, but will it be limited on some of the most brutal things that you could possibly see, or will we have equal levels that what we've seen at Battleground? As Julia running, dodging as Io back first into the corner. Julia go behind, and little Russian leg sweep over, and punches raining down on Io. So Io really likes pointing to herself. She does it maybe a little too much. I don't know if she necessarily does that in real life, right in people's faces like that, except maybe Rhea's face, but it's a little bit different. But no weapons so far, no exiting the ring, nothing serious yet. It's just been standard action, forearm to the face, but standard action for Rhea. Standard action for Julia and Io, though, is hard hitting and absolutely just stiffing the heck out of one another. As Io got Julia up and tried to push her into the corner. Julia responds, misses the slap, and Io's got her back in control, and we could be headed up the ring now. Maybe. No. Io using those acrobatics, back flipping, and another drop kick, hip up, and now she's gonna do the thing. Yeah, he does the thing. Yeah. And Julia, you can't be doing that too much, though. Julia's not gonna let you just... Yeah, well, maybe, okay, never mind. Maybe she will just let her do that. He is a troll in this game. She just keeps on doing it. Gonna go for the moon. Oh, no! Julia out of the way. And Io, we have our first big blunder of the match, and now our first weapon! Kendo stick off the skull of Io. And now Julia using something just as lethal as a kendo stick. Her kicks. More kicks. And dropping her on the back of her head. Io kipping up. Rolling to her feet. And Julia does not care, though. And Julia up and just loves dropping her on the mat. Every time Julia's out here doing this, she always has to find the worst possible landing spot for you. Whether it's on the mat, on thumbtacks, on a chair, whatever it is. She don't just ever drop you in the center of the ring. As Julia is now measuring in the corner and lining her up. It is a knee to the face, a rip at her cheek, cover. Julia not able to win. Almost had her though. Almost. But I think you had to know. Io was not going to go down to Julia that simply, that easily, as now Julia has her hooked and suplex. And you might need a little bit more weaponry. Don't pull out the bag. Please don't pull out the bag. Okay, a table. That's surprisingly tame for these two. That's something though. That table is tame. Double underhook and got her on the back of the spine. It always hurts to watch. As knee to the face, and maybe a little reproduction for herself. As a show taken, blocked, headbutt, blocked again, and a nice little exchange for the two. And Julia rolling out. Io gonna try it again. Oh, moonsault on the outside! And then she drops Julia. As no one makes a moonsault look that visually pleasing. Not many, at least. As Io is getting back in the ring. Is she gonna go for it again? No, she's gonna go to the top rope. And Julia, okay, she got back up in time. Io, I don't know what she was about to do, but that was gonna be scary. Headbutt, knocked her loopy, and now looking for surfboard face, slammed into the mat, and Io busted open. Oh boy, she smells blood. You got a baseball bat? Oh my goodness, you got a baseball bat. Okay. And no, she is not the female Shohei Ohtani. I know we are in Japan, but Shohei Ohtani is not here. As the Shotei, got her at the trio. And another one, 3 more. And 6 to the face of Julia. And now Julia responding. Julia does not, she just eats it. She just eats everything. As Io, a little fireman's carry there. And back up. That table's still not set up, but even still, kick to the face. It's going to hurt if you get dropped on the, ends of the table legs. A shovel? We're just busting out every weapon. A shovel is now in the ring. A baseball bat, a table, and a kendo stick. They're finding this stuff. Julia! Oh, I said it right on you. Like the back of her head just hit those table legs. Well, that's maybe not as brutal as some things you can see, but it hurts. That's gonna hurt. And Julia just taking every shot Io has, staying on her feet, off the ropes. Julia ducked down. Julia hurdling over. Io into the corner. And a forearm that Io just ran past, I suppose. She was just too quick. Julia misguided, misjudged it. Back of the head on the shovel and now using it to beat the heck out of her. Oh my gosh, the back of her head landed on that shovel. Not even like the wooden part, the full metal part. And Julia, oh boy. Julia, Destiny, arrivederci, say goodbye, Io Sky. Julia, brutal. Julia takes home the championship, and she puts a definitive end to Io. And yeah, Io's gonna be hurt after this one. So Julia now has injured Io twice. And she may not have captured the tag team championships with Kiana, but she's got the most valuable prize of them all, Io. Yeah, she's hurt, but a 5-star match. And how long is the injury? Is it just 1 week? Or 3 weeks for Io? That's okay. And we finally got that feud to level 3 again. Raw's matches. Liv and Thea Hale in an underground match. Liv wins, 3.5 stars. Austin Theory promo before his world title match against Elton Prince and Andre Chase. Andre Chase is your world champion. Cool. Drew McIntyre, after his Money in the Bank performance, is calling out Miles Bourne. And now we go to the women's Money in the Bank. And now this is more like it. It's Sol Ruka's a double champ still. More like it. Rhea, Blake Monroe. Piper was world champion before. Sol Ruka and Piper have been feuding. Sol got it back, and she's the Intercontinental Champion. And Bayley Becky. That's a much better match than the men's lineup, I feel like. Fun for us to have to deal with. I mean, Carmelo Hayes couldn't get it done. I'm not even going to blame him. Roman won. It is what it is. But now, in this stacked field, deserving of the main event over the men's one, can Blake Monroe take it out? I mean, actually, so Becky's won a world title. Soul's the current world champion. Piper was the world champion. Bayley. So the only person in this match to have never won a world title in this universe is Blake. Maybe that's something here. So, can Blake be the first one to... Okay, say salute. Salute. Maybe Blake can be the first one, but Becky's already going for it. Blake Monroe, though, stopping Becky. And hey, Piper again. Keep showing me Piper. Now off the ropes, and drop kick. Blake Monroe, oh my goodness, did you just need a poison rana from Sol Ruca? Blake Monroe and Becky, though, it seems like they're very quick to want to go for this. Look at Bayley what's Bayley doing on the outside over there with the chair? Oh my goodness, on Rhea, that was a lot. Looked like she was actually doing like a little disarmer in the chair. And Sol Ruca to the top already. Ruca shoved off. All right. Got a table set up outside as well by Piper. Blake with the chair. Blake, who's she targeting with? She's just running away. I think she wants Sol Ruca. And did they cut that at the right moment? Because I don't know if she got hit with that chair, but I know Rhea got planted by Bayley. She ran away. I love when they run away like that as Piper at the top. Got a couple of notches on it as Bayley and Becky. Becky slammed right on that. I think her leg probably clipped that ladder. And now with the table set up outside, we got 2 ladders down on the inside. Blake on the outside of the ring, probably still going after Sol. Rhea rolling out. No, Blake's moving the table, I think. Bayley and Becky still going at it in the ring. There's Sol Ruca for a moment. These cameras are a little like slow sometimes to react. Rhea and Piper going, what in the world was that? This is one heck of a blockbuster. Now that is sick. Becky got Bayley in the corner, and with the ladder in her hand, she can set that up. Becky's been trying to set up that ladder a couple of times. Piper, meanwhile, just flattened Rhea on the outside. I don't know what maybe she tried to get her up for the riptide. Becky, Backsploder. And now Blake. Oh, she dodged out of the way. Right? Sol Ruca. Oh, she just tried to drop kick and missed. Well, then maybe not missed. It just didn't register, I guess. Bulldog onto Rhea. Outside the ring goes Blake. Sol and Becky. I don't think Becky and Sol, you might want to pay attention. Becky just Germaned you. But meanwhile, okay, we're seeing Piper go up to the top, but Sol and Becky going at it. Rhea pulls Piper down from the ladder. And Blake Monroe. Piper's going back up again. Piper, she's been aggressively trying to go at it, and you gotta get her down. Yeah, Becky's telling Becky, she didn't want to go and do it herself. She's like, get her down. All right, that was good. All right, Becky's playing her role in this match pretty well. She just setting up the ladder, running away, and then yelling at other people to do the work. She is very much in a precarious spot here. Okay, got her up though. Sling blade from Blake, Rhea out the ring, Bayley out the ring, Piper rolls out, and Becky now with Sol and, Sol with the Bulldog. Sol and Blake were going at it. Now Becky and Sol back fighting as they have been doing a couple of times throughout this match. A little stunner on the ropes, and Sol Ruca's alone in the ring, ladder in hand. Sol Ruca, she is all alone. She's climbing fast. Blake rolls into the ring. Bayley's in as well. And Bayley is... Okay, Becky stops her. Okay, Bayley, help out. Bayley, gotta... Salute. Okay. What in the world? Why did it do that? Becky's got Bayley with the German. This camera cuts are out of control, man. Blake just had her set up on the top rope, and instead Becky spinning her, a little airplane spin. Making her dizzy. Rhea. What's Rhea doing? Nothing? Okay. Like, I'm not doing this. Like, that's the funny part. Is it'd be different if I were changing the cameras and stuff. Like, I'm not even doing this. It's just the game saying, you know what? This is what you want to see. And sometimes it's just not what I want to see, but it's kind of what makes it funny. The absurdity of some of the camera cuts. Bailey, oh, looking for the Rose Plant here. And Rose Plant! Ruka just folded on that ladder. That looked uncomfortable. But Bailey now has Ruka down in the ring, and she wants the ladder in that corner, I guess. Slam from Piper. Bailey, you're struggling. Bailey, what's up? What's going on here? Bailey gets Soul out of the ring. Becky! Power and Blake into the floor. Bailey, what is going on with Hey, good for us. I'm not rooting for Bailey. We're rooting for Blake. Becky, meanwhile, she has got, I think, the best chance right now. Everyone's fighting all the way down there at the bottom of your screen. And Bailey with a nice move there. Becky's got the chair, and Blake was not ready for that. Piper, though, stops her. Becky into the post. Bailey to Bailey on Piper. Bailey's now, again, a pretty open opportunity, but she wants Blake up. And no Rose Plant here. She'll have her up on her shoulders. And slam her to the mat. Everyone, Becky finally, somebody's got to get on the inside here. I feel like there's been open opportunity to go and climb that ladder. Becky and Rhea now fighting. Slam her knee into the ground. So what happens when you don't wear knee pads, Rhea? As oh no, Becky, oh no! Slammed on that ladder. It looked like she was maybe going for the manhandle slam. Instead, Rhea. Oh no, show me that, show me. Oh, Becky lands on her feet. She avoided disaster. But a headbutt from Rhea. And Soul drops Piper. Becky and Rhea, they got out the ring real quick on that camera cut. What the heck? But once again, ladders are in the ring, but nobody is. Bailey finally slides in. There's Blake. They're going to fight it out. And Bailey in the corner. Right. Exploder in the corner. Bailey. She going to look to put her down. With... No, not to just put her in the corner. I feel like Bailey's had some opportunity. Hey, whoa. A little Sasha Banks action here. Double knees to the gut. All right, cool. And the ladder is, fall. The ladder just fell on Bailey when she did the suplex. I think she's gonna go for the elbow drop here. Piper maybe not gonna let her. No swanton, but he missed. And they got the knees. Hey, Blake. Hey. She's just dead on the ground. She got a chair now. You know what? Show me Blake. And since she is my representative here, as she didn't do much with the chair, unfortunately. All right, into the corner. Bailey out of the ring. Becky out of the ring. Piper down. Becky back in the ring. Rhea in the ring. Okay, Blake's got her up in the top rope. She's just going to leave her? All right, she's just going to leave her, I guess. I don't think I want to leave Sol Ruka on the top rope by herself like that. She could just do something crazy here as Becky slammed Rhea. I think she caught like the corner of that ladder. It's like the worst. As Sol, yeah, she's on the top rope. Becky manhandle slam on the chair. Onto Piper. And Sol took out Bailey. And Bailey getting just destroyed with a chair. Now Piper getting destroyed with the chair. Becky taking it to Blake with the kendo stick. And drop kick. Now going back under the ring for what? Now another ladder. Yeah, why not another ladder? We're not going to climb it, but we will take it out. And go behind. Throwing throw a kendo stick at her for no reason. What the heck? Sol has her on her shoulders. And, oh! Ow! My goodness. Becky just, yeah, you might need to take a injury break after that one. Piper's got her up, and meanwhile, Black gets the glamour shot. And now down goes Sol as well from Piper. Rhea, meanwhile, dropped by Becky. And Becky dropped by Blake. Piper in the ring. Piper, she's got the ladder set up. Blake, pay attention, Blake. Stop taunting. No, Piper. Sol's getting back in. Sol set. Oh, my goodness. Blake, help. Okay, good. Okay, good. These three are fighting it outside. They're fighting it inside. Oh, Piper shows the soul of the ladder. And now, Rhea taking it to Bayley on the outside. Blake climbs it up. Becky pulled Piper down. Blake, come on, Blake. Please, get the please. I think she might have it. Come on. Blake Monroe, money in the bank. Yes, we got one. Blake Monroe is Miss Money in the Bank. And thanks for the assist to Becky for helping out a little bit, maybe unintentionally. But Blake has grabbed the briefcase. We have secured 100,000, and Blake has secured herself a title match whenever she so pleases. As that ended up at a 3.5 star. So I think once again, might have come out on top here on the pay-per-view. Blake Monroe, that's awesome. I wanted to get one, and the 100K is awesome as well. So you can see our matches, 4.5 and 5. We had the 2 best matches on the show, and we won a briefcase. 105,000 for ECW, 96,000 for NXT, 116,000 for us, 92,000. So we won pretty definitively, but not by like super big landslide. ECW still was competent enough. We still here are residing in second. We have a pretty sizable gap over 3 and 4, but ECW has a sizable gap on us. Like Lyra, I know she's got the feud with JC Jane, but like we're not. Are we, like, like, and this is also like Axiom is cooked. He's popular, but he's cooked. And Obafemi is Obafemi. And he's sick. And, you know, I just don't have any other tag teams. Like, I have, like, if I wanted to turn one of them, Trick and Mello, Owens and Zayn are probably not going to get back together anytime soon. If I trade a power card here, there's some that I don't really care to have. Like, this is worth a lot. I don't really care to have it, though. Alright, I'll just propose this trade. And? No! Not really interested. Offer me something better. Reset cash. And the fix match. So, how about that? Got it. Rhea and Obafemi are coming to Smackdown in exchange for Lyra and Fraxia. Alright. We're at Evolution next. Cool. So Zarya wants to stay. I didn't get Soul. Yeah. I have enough money, right? Yeah. I got enough money. You imbecile! I warned you this is gonna happen. Oh no, Io's mad. It's time for these fans for... Okay. Dude, I could fire Gunther right now. Sure. I'm sick of working for Stacy Keibler. At 89... I'm not paying for Otis. I don't even have the money for that anyway. Alright. Jacob, center of attention. Superstars in the main event gain 5 XP for ring. All of your specialists get +3 promo. Superstars are far less likely to be injured in normal table falls count anywheres. I don't think any of these are crazy. But far less likely to be injured is probably the move. For 5 shows, I think I'll take that. And then the other thing we have to do is use our money in the bank. I want my 100K. Cool. We'll figure that out. I think that's where like this first session is gonna be wrapped up. Yeah, we went through 2 months. We did quite a bit. And I thought this was pretty enjoyable. So what we have, if you guys want to see it next time, we'll have Gunther, Sammy finally. They're both back. They're both healthy. They're both here, ready to fight. Julia will figure out what's next for her. Rhea joined the roster, and Obafemi. And we'll see if we could survive with 0 stamina Ricky, 0 stamina Julia, and a couple of other things. Also, we're in second place. Alright, I think all that's good. So, I hope you guys all enjoyed, though. I thought this was actually pretty fun. I'd be happy to go and do this again. Let me know what you thought. Any sort of comments, likes, all that would be much appreciated. I have a lot of hopes and plans for WWE this year that I would like to do, so any support on it would be very much appreciated, and I will hopefully see you guys all in the next one.